What is up, my beautiful people? You are very welcome along to our watch along of Liverpool's trip over to Belgium to take on Union Saint-Gilloise in what is pretty much a dead rubber for us. But it's an interesting team selection from Jurgen. I'll take you through in a moment. But as I always like to ask, I hope you're all well. I hope life's treating you good. And I hope wherever you are in the world, you're looking forward to what will hopefully be a fairly chilled 90 minutes for us. Teams decent. It's a bit stronger than I expected, to be honest with you, but no huge surprises in there. Some good news that Craig Holden gets his first start in, I think, 17 months, something like that. So good to see him. Ben Doak on the right as well. Other than that, though, yeah, good. I'm not complaining about this one. It's interesting. I mean, we can look at this in one of two ways. We can look at it that it's a dead rubber that doesn't mean anything, or we can get a chance to run the rule over a couple of the younger players who maybe don't get many opportunities. So let's go with the former. Let's have a chilled 90 minutes and run the rule over them. Let's see how they get on. So where are we in the chat? Craig Holden left wing. Yes, we believe that to be the case. So we think Craig Holden left wing, obviously Ben Doak right wing, and Cody through the centre. That is our guess. That's live scorers guess. I think Sofa scores as well. Ethiopia is in the house. How are we? Binyam, nice to see you, my man. Hope life is treating you well. Craig, do you think Gomez right back and Trent CDM on Sunday? Potentially. Yeah, we were talking about this last night. It's definitely an option. Jurgen could play Trent in the 6, put Gomez at right back, or maybe he goes Grafenberg in the 6. I am intrigued to see that particular selection for Sunday, all right? Today is our day off, said Dano. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. But look, should we have a look at the Liverpool team for the first time anyway and see how you're going to set us up? So, in goal will be Queevy and Kelleher. Connor Bradley gets an opportunity at right back, and young Luke Chambers comes in at left back. Jarrell Kwanzaa and Ibrahim Kanade are your centre backs today. Then in midfield, we've got Wataru Endo, the number 6. We believe Jones on the left, Elliott on the right. Up top, Ben Doak right, Craig Holden left, and Mr. Cody Gakpo is going to be your centre forward today. Very strong bench for Liverpool. We've got Joe Gomez, Lucho, Dominic Soboslai, Darwin, Costas, Ryan Grafenberg, Marcelo Pitaluga, Callum Scanlon, James McConnell, Lewis Kumas, Thomas Hill, and Fabian Morozek. So that's our bench today. And don't know what to expect. Don't really have many expectations of the game. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Don't even ask me for a prediction on the score, by the way. I have not got a clue. I think I went 1-1 in my preview because I really didn't know how to measure this game. It's a strange one. Would have loved to have seen by Cecic. Yeah, he's not ready yet, though. Still unavailable, unfortunately. And no set return date as of yet, anyway. Craig, I love you. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. Ben, do you love me?
In what way?
In a completely sexual manner, obviously.
I'm glad you asked. Yes, 100%. The question is, do you love me?
Do you love me? Did you hang your stocking on the wall?
No, we're not doing that again.
No, we're not. We're We're definitely not.
Oh, I've had that all day. Just stop.
Did you ride a red-nosed reindeer? Is that the line? I don't even know the song, actually. That's a Slade song, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Slade, yeah.
Oh, there you go. I mean, it's a pretty iconic song, to be fair.
It's really ruined.
It's one of the better Christmas songs, but it's no Fairy Tale of New York.
No, it's not.
Yes, so what have we got? What's this one? Why am I saying Burnley versus Liverpool? Oh, I don't care about that one. I don't mind about it, but we're not looking ahead to the Burnley game yet. So, my friends, what we thinking? Oh, 666 in the chat, Ben. That's scaring me.
You know what that means, Craig? It's the sign of the devil. And who are you playing on Sunday?
Oh. There you go. Or either that or it's just going to be the scoreline, Ben. One or the other.
Well, 666-0. You can't even score that many goals in that.
I was going for 6, really, to be honest. Like just one less than last year. Do you remember last year, Ben?
Do I remember last year, Craig? Yes. Me and Adam both remember last year.
Yeah, but this year's going to be one you're going to really remember. I've got a feeling. I got a feeling.
Yeah, but as we've said to you, don't be too overconfident. You've not been that great the last couple of games.
I know, but, I don't feel that really matters, honestly.
And we've been terrible, and it would just be hilarious if somehow, by some miracle, when you're top of the league and in a title challenge, we beat you at Anfield.
It would be, but it won't happen, so we won't need to find out about that one.
No.
The official captain today is Curtis Jones, Mark. Wow, there we go. Thank you for that one, dude. Curtis Jones, your club captain today. I mean, not surprised by that. If Gomez had been playing, I think he would have taken the armband, but Curtis Jones makes sense. This means Darwin starts versus United, ? Said Gotham. Look, I always expected Darwin to start against United because I feel like he'll be wound up like a coiled spring, ready to go. And I feel like he's going to feast on Sunday. So, yeah, hopefully Darwin does. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have even brought some of these guys over for this game on the plane. I would have left it like Darwin at back at home. I would have with Alisson and Van Dijk and Salah. But let's just hope. Look, I don't. Normally, I'd say let's hope we don't need to bring them off the bench. But I can't see a world where we do need to bring them off the bench unless there's an injury, and touch wood, that doesn't happen. Well, Kelleher's time is flying. He's 25. I know, dude. I read that yesterday. I was like, what? Kelleher's, even Ibu. I was thinking it feels like yesterday was in the under 21 France team, and now he's what? He's 24, 25 as well. These boys are getting older. I love the streams. I watch you instead of the actual games half the time, said Sterry. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that a lot. You can flick between both of us. Sync up with us. Have me screaming down the microphone and then just have the TV on, and then job's a good one. I don't think there's too much to be cleared up tonight in the Europa League around the groups either. Obviously, we're the early game today, which is never ideal, but at least it gives the boys a couple of extra hours, I guess, to prepare for Sunday. United obviously played Tuesday night, so they have a little bit longer to recuperate, but, well, it's going to need more than a recuperation. It's going to need a Lazarus-type comeback for those boys to have any chance on Sunday. I still looking forward to what Gordon said, Barry Kavanagh. Yeah, look, mate, it's so good to have Cade Gordon back. He's been through a really difficult time injury-wise, and it's great that he gets minutes today, and we get to have a look at Cade Gordon because he's a very exciting prospect. We signed him from Derby County. We were full of high hopes for him. I think it was £1 million if my memory's right. And he's always looked sharp, but obviously that really difficult injury period from him has kept him out of the game for 16, 17 months. So very good to have Cade Gordon back and looking forward to seeing what he can do. Also, I'm very much looking forward to watching Connor Bradley on the right-hand side. Love him. He always has a lot of urgency, a lot of impetus to get forward, and he's like an Energizer bunny up and down that right-hand side. Then, of course, we've got Doak. Let's hope he can step it up today as well. Do you know what? It's an intriguing team selection from Jurgen, and I hope the boys do themselves justice because these are the opportunities they've been waiting for. I think Gomez is better at right back. Do you agree? I do. Yes, I do. Especially in the system we play, I do like Joe more at right back than at centre back. Yes. Craig, have we secretly signed Calvin Phillips? No, we absolutely have not. You can hear all the whispers you want, mate. Just ask yourself two questions. One, do you want somebody who hasn't played much football from a club that we all despise? And two, what makes us think Manchester City are going to want to do us any favours and send across Mr. Calvin Phillips? It doesn't really make much sense to me. I think Newcastle or Juventus are probably two clubs that are far more likely for him. So, yeah, I don't think so is the honest answer. But we've been linked to him for ages. It's mainly been TalkSport that I've seen banging the drum about Calvin Phillips in Liverpool. But let's wait and see. Not exactly a favour. Potentially strengthening, a title challenger. I would say them leaving us with less defensive midfielders would be more beneficial to them than helping us by giving us one. So, yes, I would say helping. And I don't want them either, to be honest with you. If we're going to bring in a DM, it should be somebody we actually want and somebody that we can look to the future towards. And I just don't think that's Mr. Calvin Phillips. Should Elliot have been rested? No, I think he could deal with the match rhythm. Don't expect Elliot to start against United, although I think he certainly is in with a shout to deserve to, but I don't expect it. So let's see if we get something. I think we might get an indication. If Elliot comes off about 60 minutes, then maybe that's a nod from Jurgen that he's under serious consideration for the game on Sunday. But I think today he just wanted to get minutes into Elliott and Jones just to make sure they keep into their match rhythm. Obviously alongside Endo as well. Let's see how Endo gets on today. If we can get through without a yellow card, that would be an improvement. Diaz is needed to win the league. Well, look, we love Lucho. Absolutely. I fully expect our starting 11 or our starting attack to be Lucho, Darwin, Salah on Sunday against United. Why can't we play an attacking midfielder? We've got 2 on the pitch, so I don't know what you mean. We've got Jones and Elliott, both advanced midfielders in this system. I miss Fabio Carvalho. Well, you mightn't have to miss him for too much longer because there's a lot of talk that Liverpool are trying to strike a deal with Leipzig to bring him back because he's not really getting too much game time in Germany. Same with Reece Williams. He's actually got no game time, I believe, up with Aberdeen. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm more intrigued to see if we do any proper business in January. Still unsure at this moment as to what, if any, business Liverpool look to do. You know, I've heard mixed things about defenders. You've seen the article suggesting maybe it'll be a cheap or a short-term deal for Liverpool on that front, which I hope not, because we've seen that happen in the past and it never really worked out. Craig, I feel Lucho is the missing that final piece of the puzzle, that abracadabra to the or that cadabra to the abra. Well, look, you seen last night. Look, we seen Rafael play last night at Newcastle, and you're talking about missing that last piece. You could very much say the same for Leao last night. A lot of direct running, a lot of getting into good areas, but just that final thing was missing from him. And then you juxtapose that with Chukwuemeka that came on, or Chukwueze, excuse me, that came on and just basically got his opportunity and buried it. So, yeah, last night was an interesting one watching Leao because it very much made me realize that in that position, often it is near on impossible to find somebody with that Thierry Henry ability of finding the back of the net from those wide areas, or the Mohamed Salah on the other side as well. Salah's great at doing that. So made me certainly feel last night that I wasn't looking at £100 million player when I was looking at Rafael. I want an opinion on whether Mo could get a golden ball. No. I think Haaland ends up with a golden boot this season. You mean golden ball isn't a Ballon d'Or? What's going to, I think, trouble Mo, especially this season, is one, we're not in the top European competition. So that is a massive tick in the negative column. Obviously, he's not going to probably do too much with Egypt. I don't expect him to go that deep into the AFCON. So I think if it's going to be for Mo, it's going to have to be a next season thing if he stays, because I don't really see it being a possibility this season. No. Score prediction, are you sticking with your 1-1? No, I think actually after looking at this team, I might squeak a 1-goal win for us, especially with how strong the bench is. Yeah, I think maybe we'll go for. Actually, let's get a poll up, see how you guys are feeling. But I think for me, I'm gonna eke to a 2-1 win for Liverpool. Any news on Carvalho? Only what we mentioned earlier on, that Liverpool are apparently going to start negotiating with Leipzig to maybe bring him back in January. But if we do bring him back, what do we do? He's not going to get game time for us, is he? Michael Owen won the Ballon d'Or in 2001 playing the Europa League. Yeah, but did Michael Owen have a big tournament in 2000 on the international stage? So, you know, as I said, sometimes it's like, let's say Egypt won the AFCON. Salah finished got top goal scorer in the Premier League. Liverpool won the Europa League. Then maybe you start to form a picture of it being possible. But no, I just don't think it likely. Chukwueze could do a job for us. We looked at him previously. We did look at Samuel Chukwueze when he was at Villarreal, and none of the Premier League clubs pulled the trigger on that. So he went over to AC Milan. Do you agree that we should have Szoboszlai more forward so he can create more chances and goals? No. I think anybody in our midfield has to get up and down the pitch. And part of our midfield, part of our job is to press, defend, and Szoboszlai's part of that. So no, he has to fit into the system that Jurgen Klopp wants to play. And I think he does, to be honest. I mean, I think he's dropped off a little bit, but that's normal. He's still settling in. It's still his first season. He's going to have to get used to the rhythm of the Premier League. The game's coming thick and fast. So, no, I'm fine. I think Szoboszlai is good. That lineup shows he doesn't care at all about this game. But of course he doesn't, Tristan. Why would he? So there is nothing for us to care about with this game. We've won the group. We've done our job. This is the privilege of having won the group. You get to do this today. You get to rest all the big boys and give some of the youngsters a run out. You know, that's why you make sure you win the group as early as possible. So, yeah, he doesn't care about the game. I don't care about the game. You don't care about the game. We care about it from the point of view of we're intrigued to look at the younger players. But results-wise, if Liverpool were to lose this game today, is it going to break my heart? No. You want to win, obviously, because winning's a nice habit to be in. But, you know, this is one of the few occasions, I think, this season where we're all right. I think we get to chill and just enjoy 90 minutes of football. Well, probably closer to 100 minutes the way things are these days. Right, so let me get a poll up to get you guys the results. Right, my friends, vote away. Is it going to be a USG win? Is it going to be a draw? Or is it going to be a Liverpool win? Over to you good people to decide. Will Maka be back for the United game? I think he's going to miss it, Lee. I think he's going to miss it. Yeah, unfortunately, I do. I think he's going to miss it. So I'm guessing we're either going to see Trent or Gravenberch in the six. Although he could do Jones, to be fair. We've seen him do Jones in preseason in that position. So I think he's going to miss out on it. How am I feeling for Sunday's game? Charlie, I'm worryingly arrogant about it. I'm struggling to make a case for the opposition, mate. I am. All I can think of is if we picked up an early red, or I'm struggling. I'm struggling to try and justify even United leaving with a point. I can't see it. And I can't see it based on a fairly big sample size of what we've seen from United. They did nothing against Bayern other than pick up more injuries. They do look like some of them are done with Ten Hag. And then you get up today and you see the stories. And I'd love to get Ben's thoughts on this if he's free for a moment, actually.
Yeah.
You see the links to Graham Potter, Ben, today coming out to replace Eric Ten Hag. And I think more than one outlet as well.
Yeah, so Adam was talking to Chris Wheeler of the Daily Mail on his channel last night, and yeah, Chris was pretty much saying that potentially United could. I think there was an embargoed thing which came out this morning, and there was a couple of things about Graham Potter. Honestly, if we go there, we might as well just stick to that mid-table, Craig.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the Potter thing, to be honest with you. I'm not for you guys. I talk about gravitas at times, and I talk about leadership, and I talk about Potter's a good coach. Absolutely, he's a good coach.
Yeah.
But is he what United need to galvanise that dressing room now? Well, he tried it at Chelsea. I'm not saying a very identical situation, but a situation where that dressing room needed a strong leader, and he wasn't able to do it. I don't think he would do it at United either. I think he might do it, Ben, but I don't think he'd do it in a short enough time span that would be satisfactory to the fan base.
My issue with Graham Potter is, he did a very, very good job at Brighton, but then look, De Zerbi's gone in there and he was doing a good job. So you have to say that's two managers at Brighton who've actually done okay. And you go, well, is it the manager at that point, or is it actually the overall setup that they've got there at Brighton? Then he's gone to Chelsea, not lasted very long. Shoved out the door. Has he been in management since? I don't think he has been.
I think he turned down a national team job, I think, recently.
Potentially. I'm not sure which country that would be for, but If Man United are looking to get back to the top, is the first name that comes on your lips, Craig, Graham Potter? Be honest.
No, not at this stage. When things are settled a bit, a year or two down the line, when the squad's a bit more less divided, when the club's a bit more settled, when there's a sporting director in place who has a bit of a track record, then I think you can bring in a Potter type, an actual coach. But now you need continuity. You need somebody to help a sporting director and to just balance things out for a little bit. So I think it's probably a year or two too early in the project for a manager like Graham Potter. That's my take anyway.
I just don't think we're in a position where even changing managers now will make a difference, Craig. It feels a bit like it's too far gone. So I don't know. And Sunday, listen, that is going to be the defining point of this season. Are the players in it? If we get battered by you again, it's just going to go downhill really, really fast from there.
So, second City Saint, whilst I will thank you for your super chat, he said, as a City fan, it warms my heart to see Liverpool playing on Thursday nights. Hey, it is what it is, dude. We got what we deserved last year, and I've no problem with that. You know, we didn't deserve Champions League football. But here's my question for you, my friend. You know where I'm going with this, right? Will you boys get what you deserve? I guess time will tell. But look, for now, we are where we are, bud, and it's on us to try and show that we shouldn't be in this competition, win it, and then see what next season brings us. So thank you for your super chat, my man. And look, nobody likes the old Thursday nights, but hey ho, it is. We got what we deserved, and we didn't deserve Champions League football last season. We just didn't. Sweden was that national team job. Yes, I had thought that was it, but I didn't want to throw it out there in case it was wrong. But confirmation, it was Sweden that Mr. Graham Potter turned down. He was at Osterunds in Sweden, wasn't he? So that's probably where that link is. Ollie is ready, said Jens. I mean, Ben, would you go there again?
I can answer that in a single word. No.
I mean, is there a Ben to be said for gigs?
You're taking the piss now, Craig.
No, I mean 6 months, like to the summer.
No, because, I mean, he's already done that once before. It wasn't even for 6 months at the end of Moyes' tenure. You know, remember that was however many games he had? Gigsy's not the answer. If we get in a club legend again, you know what's going to happen? They'll have a little bit of a bounce, and all of a sudden the Glazers go, this is great. Give him a 3-year contract. He's sacked in 3 years, and we're on to the next manager.
Yoga mats all around.
You can see it happening.
We hope so, Ben. We hope so. Andrew Wright, thank you for your super chat, mate. Said, why did Klopp get charged but not Arteta? You know, your answer to that, my friend, is probably the same as mine. I always believe there's a London bias. I just do. I believe that there's always a preference for London and their managers, and I feel like they get more decisions than clubs like Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm deluded. And I'm sure people from London would tell me I'm absolutely deluded, but that's honestly what I feel. Spurs, particular, the media darlings this season. And to be fair, didn't get charged. So what can you do? The one that really pisses me off, though, and I can't put London-centric bias on this, is the Haaland stuff. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch Mic'd Up yet because I've been in a good mood and I didn't want to shithouse myself. So I haven't subjected myself to Howard Webb and Michael Owen. But I'd love to know what he said, Howard Webb, about why Haaland wasn't punished. Because we all seen it. We all see the anger. We all seen the aggression towards the referee. And we all know if that was a Bruno Fernandes, a Virgil van Dijk, we know what would have happened. The book would have been thrown. So when you want and come out to talk about respecting referees, well, how can you ask us or the media or anybody else to respect a referee and yet let one of the league stars away with basically intimidating a referee? I don't understand it. I can't understand what message that sends. That's my take on the whole thing. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I've no problem, and you can go back and watch my streams. When Klopp's been punished, I've said if he's deserved it, he's deserved it. You take your lumps, but continuity of decision making, again, it seems lacking on this one. Do you think it's the club or Ten Hag when it comes to United? Both. Both. I think the real question to ask there is, could anybody come in and actually do a good job there? The answer is probably no, unless you're guaranteed 3 years, no matter what the results. And I don't know if a modern club can give that, especially when you're talking about a club like the size of Manchester United with the expectation from the fan base, what it is. So I would say it's both. But I don't think Jim Radcliffe is going to be the savior that I think some maybe hope he is. But it's, it's bad when you're getting to the point where I want to say have sympathy for United, but not having butterflies in my belly before the game on Sunday is an eerie feeling. It is. It's strange because these are the games normally that will keep me awake worrying about the result because, I don't want to have to listen to Adam and Ben. They don't want to have to listen to me. I don't want to have to listen to, people dropping in, slagging us in the chat. But I don't have that fear this week. And Ben has even been saying it to me like that. He thinks maybe I'm setting myself up for a fall, and perhaps I am, but of all the seasons, of all the times we've played United, I don't know, this feels like it could be a massacre. But I want our attitude to be right. I've said this many times. What I want on Sunday is I want us to make that United team quit. I want us to be up in their faces. I want us to be 100 miles an hour. And I want them players to quit on that pitch. And I want it to be obvious for the world to see. And I want it to be the thing that gets Ten Hag the sack. And I want them to know that Liverpool done that. That's what I want. We're capable of doing it.
Can I just ask you, Craig, because you said you reckon it could be a massacre. There's no way they can do 7-0 again. I'm sorry. If that was to happen, he has to go on the spot. It doesn't happen twice.
Ben, if it gets to 4 or 5-0, he should be getting into the car park in an Uber before the game's over.
I think most fans would probably be there to pick him up and take him somewhere. So, but 7-0 again, Craig. I think that was a one-off. I can't see that happening again.
Nor can I. I'll be honest, mate. 3-4. I think 3-4-1, something like that's entirely possible and plausible. But yeah, I don't think there could be a doubt. Let's say, Ben, worst case now, we beat you 5-0. Dream for me, nightmare for you. There is no coming back for that.
No.
Not in successive seasons.
But it's the way people are going, oh no, it's going to be another massive scoreline. Some people put in 8-0. United have never conceded 8 in a game, I don't think, in the entire history of the club. And I can see your face now, Craig. You're thinking, well, it could be this weekend. It's not going to be. I just don't see it.
I think he comes and changes the setup entirely for this game. I think me and Adam spoke about this yesterday, and Adam was saying, or was it yourself, pull a Mourinho, just rock up there and just play long balls over the top and play for the draw and just be compact. And okay, if you lose it by 1 or 2, fair enough, but nothing stupid and nothing soft.
I just don't think you are playing that well at the moment. Tonight means nothing for you guys because you don't have your first team out, so we're not going to learn anything tonight. I think it's probably going to be, I think you'll win, but I think it's probably going to be like a 1 or 2-0. I don't think it's going to be a great game at all. I think you're just going to beat us and that'll be it.
Let's wait and see. I have no idea. That's the joys of it. What I will say is we have to earn the right to win. We don't just show up and win. It's the Premier League. You've got to go out there and earn that right to win. That's why I said I don't want us to be lackadaisical. I don't want us to be complacent. I want us to go out there and just get stuck in. And I feel if we get stuck in and we play to our ability, I can't see a way we lose the game. That's my take on it. But this is what makes this fixture so captivating. Like, I've been on the other side of this. Now, I've never been on the side of a 7-0 whooping, but I've been on the other side of this where we've gone to Old Trafford and I'm expecting to be well beaten when United are at their best. And we've gone there and shithoused the 1-0 and it's made my month. So, I'm confident, but yeah, I'm aware that football can be a humbling mistress at times. Clooney Man Gaming, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, my friend. Thank you for your membership. Craig, last night was the time we see last Champions League group stage drama. Yeah, unfortunate. All right. I still can't believe Newcastle went from a 1-0 winning position to going out of Europe altogether. I mean, the result over in Dortmund would have put them through if they had have won. Heartbreaking for them. But yeah, no European football. Maybe that benefits Eddie Howe for the course of the season. I mean, Ben, I'm going to ask you this real quickly before I concentrate on the game tonight. You know, Newcastle are out of Europe altogether. You're out of Europe altogether.
Yep.
Was that your preference? If it wasn't Champions League group qualification, was your preference to go out altogether?
No. There's a lot of fans out there who go, we don't want the Thursday night football because of Thursday, Sunday. But I kind of think you have to at least be competing throughout a season. There's nothing wrong with Europa League football. Yes, it puts a strain on your squad, but we're not going to win the league. We're not going to win the FA Cup. We're not going to win the Carabao because we're already out of it. So you've got to at least try for something, and the Europa League is that trophy. Being knocked out is not a badge of honour to go, oh, this is great, we can concentrate on the league. Why? So you can concentrate on top four to try and get into the competition you literally just finished last in.
Yeah, look, winning any trophy is a good thing. You know, you want to go into a season with so many opportunities to win a trophy, and I've said from the very start, I'm really pissed off that we're in the Europa League, but I want us to win it. I want us to show that we don't belong in this competition and that was a once-off. So if I was in your position, I'd probably want the Europa League because at least it would give another opportunity to galvanise the players to maybe get to a final in Dublin, which would be great for your fan base. And I didn't understand the want from a lot of United fans to be out altogether. I mean, I get it helps the league form, but I don't know. There's something to be said for just winning games as well, Ben, and the confidence that can bring.
I just think regular football breeds, you know, when you start to get some form across your squad. And the other thing is with Europe, if you don't want to put out your big guns, play the youth. Look at what you guys are doing tonight. Now you've already qualified. So it's another opportunity to at least measure yourself against a certain standard of football.
Are you looking forward to a bit of Endomania tonight, Ben? Running wild all over Union Saint-Gilloise?
Endo's a bit of a weird signing for you guys because you all were excited when he came in and then you're all a bit like, not too sure. But then he scored that worldie the other week. So
it's a weird one. It is. I mean, it helps that he was 16 million. It does help when you're not looking at a player who costs 60 or 70. You know, I think we'd be judging very differently if he was a big money signing. But yeah. I don't know. He's just a likable character, to be fair. It looks like he wants to be here. The gum shield helps as well, mate. I won't lie to you. I do like that. I'm serious. I'm here to win.
He does look like he would literally give everything on the pitch for you guys. He'll run himself into the ground if he needs be. And that's what you need in a title-winning team. Sometimes you need those guys who aren't necessarily first-teamers, but when they come into the squad and do a job for you, who knows?
Hey, Mike. Well, it's not the real Mike Tyson, but I can only refer to you by your name. Thank you for your super chat. He said, I got married today. Well, firstly, dude, well in. Congratulations. Many happy returns to you both. Could you give my stepson a shout out? His name's David. Absolutely. David, thank you for watching, my friend. I hope you enjoyed today. And wow, much love, man. That's awesome. Can we get some love hearts in the chat for our newly married friend? That is absolute. I love a bit of good news, Ben. I love a bit of good news.
It might be the only bit of good news that Man United fans are going to hear this week. So at least I'm hearing some stuff on Anfield Agenda. Congrats, dude.
There you go. Well then, man. Congratulations to you both. And of course, David, I hope you've got a great day as well, mate. And thank you for watching. I love a bit of good news. We've even had an Anfield Agenda baby at one point. We had Douglas and his good lady wife, Rebecca, have a baby a while back. So, yeah, I'm loving this. Even, you know, Ben, we've even had an Anfield Agenda relationship because Jensk there in the chat is going out with a Liverpool fan who, you know, he met via our streams. So I'm loving it. Just call me Cilla Black.
I know someone who met someone on a Linkin Park forum once, and they ended up getting married. So the internet brings people together, Craig.
You know what I'm looking forward to, Ben? So when we were younger, we say to our parents, Mum, Dad, how did you guys meet? And it'd be a story like we were at the dance and your father's friend knew my sister and we were introduced and these lovely things. These days, How did you guys meet? Oh, well, we went on a site for people who want to randomly fuck each other called Plenty of Fish. And I thought your mother was a tasty piece of ass, so I thought I could do a lot worse.
There's nothing wrong with that. Isn't that pretty much how everyone meets these days?
I don't know, mate. I haven't had to be around this era. I was done at 19. Like, I was settled down with my missus at 19, and we met working in a hotel. So she literally was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
I was just about to say the same lyric.
It was actually called the cocktail bar in the hotel she worked in.
So that song was actually named after you and Sabrina?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. We'll run with that.
But yeah, my cousin got married, and he met his wife on Plenty of Fish.
No judgment, I'm guessing, from your end?
Yeah, just, I can't wait for those love stories in the future. No judgment at all. If anyone finds happiness wherever they find it, that's all you want for your friend and family.
Yeah. I think that the thing is, though, society's so busy these days, it's actually really hard to meet someone out and about anyway. So
yeah, it's weird. Like, as a world, it does feel like we're more connected than ever, but we're not.
No, we're
like,
totally
we're not
disconnected. Really. Totally disconnected. So,
like, I've spoke to lots of creators, and I think we all have a lot of similar traits. Is that we love the online world, we love the platforms we have, and the environments we have, and the communities we have. But yeah, I don't like going outside, Ben. I don't like it. I don't like going out into the real world. But you know what? Do you know what going out into the real world does show me when I go out?
What?
That humanity is better than I think. Because I have all these. You're inside, you see the news, you see all the negativity, and you think, geez, the world's falling apart. And then you go out and you're like, nah, people are sound. People are all right, They're just going on with their own lives.
Going out into just your own garden doesn't count.
Doesn't?
No.
Oh.
You actually have to go out your front door, and then you'll see everything on fire, probably. So.
Yeah, in that case, scratch everything I just said. No, like, my daughter was sending me a picture back from the pub at the weekend, and she's just in there with, like, people who used to teach her when she was younger, and there'd be, like, a female teacher there, and they'd be taking a picture together, and it just reminds you, what? Society can do some good shit as well. It's not all negative.
No, and I think, the community you're building here, and also on top of the league, it does show that there are some good people still out there, Craig.
Absolutely. And you know what? There's some damn good people in here as well, especially in the Anfield Agenda community. And with that, my friends, we are 5 minutes away from kickoff in Belgium. Do drop a like on the stream if you haven't done so. Please, welcome to join our community by hitting that subscribe button. Also, if you haven't done that, as you can see, we've got to 231,000 subscribers. And I won't lie, that number still scares me. It does. Like, do you know what's weird, Ben? You never lose the childlike enthusiasm for gaining subs. So we're on top of the league now, right? And we're at 23k there.
Yeah.
The buzz is still the same.
Yeah, I mean, I remember on some other platform when we reached 1 million and everyone was kind of jumping around. But honestly, going all the way back down to the lower numbers, weirdly, it feels better. Second time round, it actually feels better because you're like, okay, you have to do it from scratch again. And each number is someone individually clicking on your content going, yeah, I'll subscribe to that. So
yeah, I love it. So look, we're going to quickly go through the Liverpool team on the bench again before we get underway. Teams are in the tunnel at the minute. And I'm going to pretend in my head, looking at this kit, that we're playing Borussia Dortmund. That's what I'm going to pretend in my head because they look very much like Borussia Dortmund. So it is Kelleher in goal. Bradley at right back, it's Young Chambers at left back, then it's Jarrell Kwanzaa and Ibrahima Kanade are your centre-backs today. Midfield, Watoro Endo, Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, and up top, Cade Gordon, Cody Gakpo and young Ben Doak. On the bench for Liverpool today, Joe Gomez, Lucho Diaz, Dominic Szoboszlai, Darwin Núñez, Costa Simicas, Ryan Gravenberch, Marcelo Pitaluga, Callum Scanlon, James McConnell, Lewis Kumas, Thomas Hill and Fabian Mrozek. They are your Liverpool starters and your Liverpool bench. As always, we will keep you up to date with what is going on during the game. Don't forget to drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Most importantly, keep your thoughts coming. Let's have a look at the poll and see what you guys have thought about this one. So far, we've got 73% are going to go for a Liverpool victory, 12% for a Union Saint-Gilloise victory, and 15% for the draw. So we can end that poll. I think it's fairly safe to say we think it's going to be a Liverpool win, but take nothing for granted. They're at home. They've still got, I think, the ability to qualify for the Conference League. Let me have a quick look at this group table. I think they still have the ability to qualify for the Conference League. Uno momento, por favor. Now it's in my head. Yeah, so they got a hope last glint. They'll beat Toulouse, and currently they're occupying that third spot, which will get them to the Conference League. So let's see how this one unfolds. Right, we're walking out onto the pitch. Oh no, outside the tunnel, it's actually blue and yellow. It looked black and yellow in the tunnel. So yeah, we can scratch the Borussia Dortmund comments. They look like hashtag United or something now. Actually, that is hashtag United's colours, isn't it? I'm almost certain hashtag United playing those colours, but maybe I'm wrong.
Pretty sure they do.
David Coughlin, go on, Bet.
I'm pretty sure they do. And they generally got a giant blue hashtag across the front of the yellow shirt.
I love, by the way, the name of that club. I think it's brilliant. Just realised Jones is captain to David Coughlin. Yep, indeed he is, sir. And thank you for your membership as well, mate, for continuing to stay with us. Craig, I'm really excited to see Cade Gordon back in action. His first appearance in almost 2 years, said Philip. I know. It's great to see, isn't it? It's exciting. I can only imagine what the young man must have went through on that injury battle. It must have been very, very difficult. I imagine some dark days in there. So he was working towards moments like this, and it's great to see. And I hope he's a good game today. The Arsenal away kit to Paul Summerfield. Yeah, good show. Another match, another Anfield agenda. We should start a team. Don't get Josh. You know, I've always thought about an Anfield Agenda FC digital team. I'm not even joking. Definitely Anfield Agenda FC. The kit is going to be coming next year. I was only speaking to my manager about that today, about wanting to get like a football shirt together with a bit of branding of Anfield Agenda and an Adidas logo, something like that. So watch this space. We could have that ready for the summertime. Ben strikes me as a bit of well, what does he strike me as? Where will I play Ben? Ben, are you a holding midfielder? Where would we play you, Ben?
I was always a right winger.
A right winger. There you go. Right winger. Crosby was a fullback. I know that. I think he played left back. Adam was a centre back. I was a goalkeeper. I mean, maybe we got a five-a-side team in us.
Maybe. The only problem is with me, I am completely injury prone, as you know. So.
The only problem with me is I'm completely over the hill and shit now.
Yeah, but you were an international level youth keeper, so.
Yeah, but then I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar, Ben.
I thought Sabrina was.
We were all there. We all had skirts. Don't judge.
No. I used to play right wing, sometimes right back. Was a
kind of. You heard that? Ben's admitted he's a right wing enthusiast. Get that political.
Nigel Farage probably, but no, I was a right winger, but that was always after Beckham because Beckham was my hero. So
now you're just Mason Mount, is it? Continuing on that legacy with number 7.
I'm ignoring that comment altogether, Craig.
Curtis Jones is your captain today, by the way, folks. I've seen a couple of people asking. He's just there now for the coin toss. Referees, obviously big fans of Anfield Agenda, wearing their Craig colour tops. Ben, I don't think I've been slaughtered yet for wearing blue. Me and Ben had a little bet.
I think it's because maybe it probably looks grey to people now. I don't know. Maybe because against the background, it does look a little bit more grey.
There you go. I have OBS open, even though we're not running through OBS, just to keep myself in the right position. Right, predictions. What have we got? There's a 2-2 coming in from Paul Summerfield. I've seen some score predictions. 3-3 earlier on. Said Runkle Skilskin. Ben, there's a documentary on Netflix you'd like called Cyberbunker.
Right. Explain it to me.
Basically, a group of evil villains who start a data center in a World War II bunker underground, and they basically host all illegal websites and stuff like that, and there's connections to organized crime. And it's a real story.
I was going to try and make a joke there, and I just thought, nah, there's no joke coming to my head. So
very interesting. I just finished watching it last night.
Give it a go.
The dude literally looks like a Bond villain. Like they think it's a separate country and all, by the way, that has separate laws and everything. It's definitely worth watching. Right, we're about to get underway, and hopefully no injuries. That's the focus here. Right, Liverpool going to be kicking us off, playing from right to left. Ref blows the whistle. We're just waiting for the Union Saint-Gilloise player to get out of the circle, and we're off. I will give you guys a sync in a moment as well. But Liverpool, of course, do the decent thing with Ibu and launch it long left side to Gakpo. Chambers, he's dispossessed. And it'll be a Union Saint-Gilloise throw-in on this near side.
I've got to ask you, Craig, as a Liverpool fan, what are your views on Harvey Elliott? Because it seems within your fan base, there seems to be a little bit of a mix, whether some really rate him, some don't.
Yeah, I like him. I've always liked him. I still don't know what his best position is in our team, but I think people are starting to see now. The stats are starting to show what Elliott's about. He's like he's 100% pass stats in the last game, 100% success rate, pass rate. He broke our record for counter pressing against Wolves last season as well. I think people see what Jurgen sees in him now, but he may never be a standout.
And Jarrell Kwanzaa, you really rate him as well, don't you?
Absolutely. He looks like Virgil van Dijk is just being put into a lab, and we've cloned another top-notch young centre-back.
Disappointed you didn't get Levi Colwill next to him?
Yes, very disappointed. Would have loved him, and he's going to be wasted at Chelsea. But, these players pick on to Chelsea, so be it. They've got to live with those decisions and get splinters on their arse. So, yeah, let's wait and see. But we are in possession now with Ibu. Bradley, Liverpool's knocking the ball around the back. Union Saint-Gilloise pushing on to us. Again, welcome into everybody in the chat. Don't forget, drop a like on the stream. Please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. But keep your thoughts coming on the game. Yeah, Doak as well, X-Pulse. Looking forward to seeing him today. Kwanzaa, nothing on there, so he goes back to Queveen. Here's Elliott. Look, I knew he'd be the one trying to make things tick today. He's going to... I feel this is a game where Elliott's going to take on that senior pro feeling and try and make things tick himself and Mr. Curtis Jones. Again now, Kwanzaa shifted across the Ibu right-hand side. Nice ball between the lines, that to Endo. He's brought down. Endomania, folks. It's already starting to run wild over in Belgium. Look at that. It was a lovely pick out from Ibu. Endo dropped into a nice bit of space between the lines. Oh, it was Doak. Sorry. My apologies. I'm doing Ben Doak a disservice. I thought that was Endo. That's how weird my angle was. My apologies. That was young, not even Ben Doak. Why did I say Ben Doak? It was Craig Gordon. Sorry, it was Craig Gordon. But yeah, good moment for him. Dropped into a nice bit of space and well picked out. Heavy Metal D said, Craig, hope you and the team are well. It's a tiring time of the year for us, buddy, because everyone's just go, 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 go. So much content. Yes, it was Gordon. I know I did correct myself. Giuliani, I just, from my angle, it looked small. So I'm not watching this on the big TV. Here's Doak now on the left side. Gets to the byline. Has he kept it in? Yes, but his cross goes straight into the keeper's hands. Some appeals from those Union Saint-Gilloise players as well that it was out of play, but regardless, still in the keeper's hands. So happy to have Gordon back, said Alejandro. Yep, absolutely. Oh, Union Saint-Gilloise now with a chance down there, right. Canade gets back, player cuts inside. Again, past Endo, still in possession. It's back into the left channel. This is going to be a ding-ding cross. And it's straight into Kelleher's hands, so nothing to worry about there. Can Union Saint-Gilloise come through? No, I don't believe. Can they? Can they go through? I think it's only second for them. I don't know what their head-to-head is with Toulouse. So honestly, I don't know the answer because I don't know the head-to-head with Toulouse. But theoretically, they could match the points tally of Toulouse if they beat us. But I don't know their head-to-head. Right, again, Liverpool doing well in midfield here. Win the ball back. Curtis Jones. It's out left side to Ben Doak. Still Jones. Good bit of movement ahead of him. It's with Ibu now, right-hand side. Connor Bradley. Love watching you watch-alongs. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Chambers now. Inside to Endo. Bit of a bounce up there for Endo, who gives away a sloppy pass. Gets a block in to win it back, though. Well done, Endo. Both games were draws between Union Saint-Gilloise and Toulouse. So then it goes into goal difference, right? Well, then, yes, it's possible. If Union Saint-Gilloise beat us and by some miracle last Glintz beat Toulouse, then I guess if it's been a draw in both those games, it would come to goal difference. And there's only 2 goals in that at the minute. Yes, sorry, we can get a sync. My apologies to Vino. I completely forgot, dude. Give me to 5.5 minutes and I'll give you a sync on that one. So sorry, I forgot about that, mate. And it feels like every time I say the word sync, the timer disappears off TNT Sports as well, just to remind me that nothing in life's going to be easy. Right, we're coming towards that sync moment now. So we are at 5 minutes and 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 5, 40. You can see the foundations Klopp has built. Whoever comes in knows how to play. Absolutely, Si. Yes, that's the plan. That's what we speak about a lot of the time as well. We're having continuity at a club, in that the players that are brought in and thought in the system that will just bring them through, hopelessly, seamlessly to the first team. A bit of interplay. Craig Holden brought down. Eventually, the referee blows the whistle, and Liverpool have a free kick wide on that right-hand side. Again, twice Craig Holden's got on the ball. Twice he's been brought down quickly. So you can see that he's been effective. King Salah stays. Yes, I don't know what that means, mate. I mean, I wish I had confirmation of something you were saying there. God, I'd love a Salah contract. God almighty, that would be amazing. But, yeah. Have you got some information I don't or something? Or is that just a positive outlook? Either way, fair play. And thank you for your super chat, your daily sub lover. Cross in. Ball headed away by the Union Saint-Gilloise defence. They're trying to play the way out. Oh, Chambers being done there. Again, he slid in. Yes, Ibu! He was tracking back and then he missed the ball. Still Union Saint-Gilloise, ball across. Ibu clears it. Chambers, again, we've given it back to them. Put the foot through it, boys. Well done, Kwanzaa. What station is the game on? I'm watching it, Lorraine, on TNT Sports 2, my man. My friend, sorry, I was going to say my man. My apologies, Lorraine. My friend on TNT Sports 2. Again, there's a lot of flicking the ball out there from us, but it's eventually all the way back to the Belgian side's goalkeeper. This should be what we call the McAllister Derby, right? This is Alexa's brother plays for Union Saint-Gilloise. Oh, ball back in. Come on, boys. Defend. Okay, look a little bit raggedy at the back now. We're making a mess of a few clearances, giving the ball straight back to them. Your daily sub lover says 8-0 for the United game or 9-0. What do I think? I'm not that optimistic. Not that optimistic. No, I mean, I can see a 3 or a 4, but I don't think we'll see. I kind of agree with Ben. I don't think we'll necessarily see a repeat of the whooping from last year, even as bad as United are and as injury ravaged as they are at the minute. Stand up, boys. Good tackle, Ibu. I'm telling him to stand up, and he just slides in with a good tackle. They're still in possession, though, and they'll have a corner the Belgian side, right-hand side. Rory, Curtis Jones is today's captain, mate. Right, let's defend this. So we've got 5 men lined up across our own 6-yard box. We've got Endo on the near post. I'm not a fan of marking areas or zonal marking. I'm very much a man mark kind of person. Then you know who's responsible if it goes tits up. So that was cleared easily at the near post, and it's all the way back with the keeper of the opposition who goes long. 2,500 people in the chat, which I tell you what, I don't mind. I don't mind for a quiet Europa League game early doors. So thank you guys for coming across. Lads are playing good, especially considering they're below 20 years of age, said Emmy. Yes, by Chechich is still injured, unfortunately, Liam. Again, Belgian side on the attack. Plenty of bodies forward for them. Look at the space here. Strike. They've pulled it wide. We're giving them. How are they getting this space? There's a player on the right-hand side of our box there, and if anybody from the Belgian side got the head up and rolled it across, he's acres. Look. This is like watching an under-10s game where all the players are drawn to the football and nobody's holding their shape. That's not good. There's just far too much space for them in attack here so far, and it is concerning because it looks like Chambers has been drawn towards the ball and not having a look at what's over his shoulder. Gordon now cuts inside again. Go on, Gabe. Go on. Nothing on. Goes back outside to Bradley. Gakpo. He gives it to Cade Gordon. Challenge comes in on him. Liverpool throw it. Right, Bradley takes it. Gakpo. He goes back to Ibu. Ibu across to Jarrell Kwanzaa just on the centre circle. Luke Chambers tries an inside ball, looking for Jones. It's misplaced, but do we win the second ball? No, again, we're out muscled. And here's space again down this our left, their right-hand side. Ibu comes across. Liverpool get bodies back, and the Belgian side are forced towards the halfway line. That's a soft free kick. Again, just one of them. He looked for this free kick. It's a soft one. Look, he just bounces into him when he goes to the ground. Fitz, thank you for the super chat, mates. It's not going to lie, defense is looking very shaky. Could I run through the bench? Yes, certainly, Finley. It's Joe Gomez, Diaz, Soboslai, Nunez, Chimikas, Gravenberg, Pitaluga, Scanlon, McConnell, Kumas, Hill, and Mrozek. That's your Liverpool bench. Free kick here to the Belgian side. They put it in. Player gets on the end of it, but his header's about 5 yards wide, so that won't trouble Queevy and Kelleher. Goal kick. Can I show the game? Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot, my friend. I value our channel too much to show the game and get a close down for copyright. Who's captain? Jones. Where's Salah? Back in Liverpool, resting where he should be, along with Virgil van Dijk and Alisson Becker. Why the hell would we let the lads travel over for this meaningless game when we've got a big game coming up on Sunday? Want them rested up. Here goes Elliott now. Skips past one challenge, gets brought down. That should be a yellow card, referee. That should be a yellow card, you little shithouse. Again, this ref letting him away with stupid shit. I don't care this is a meaningless game. He stopped the counter-attack on purpose by sticking a leg out to trip him up. That's a yellow in my book. But he didn't go into the referee's book. Look at that from Kwanzaa. Look at that diagonal ball out to Cade Gordon. If you close your eyes there, that could have been Virgil van Dijk. Endo now. Elliott. Elliott zips the ball into Jones. Jones goes out to Chambers. Trent is also back in Liverpool where he should be. So yeah, Trent, Alisson, Salah, Verge all didn't travel, and rightly so. Jones. Kwanzaa to Ibu. Inside to Endo. Good ball, Endo. Looking for Jones, who's closed down quickly, but well picked out by Wataru Endo. And yet again, another soft free kick we've conceded, but it's inside the Belgian side's half. Any news on Maka? Apparently the knee injury is a little bit, not too much worse, but doesn't look like he's going to be available for Sunday as things sit. Anyway, I'm not sure about the West Ham game in the League Cup yet. Okay, so we get a free kick. We've taken it short. Balls with Ibu. He goes out right-hand side. Connor Bradley. Back to Elliott. Inside to Endo. Endo, nice touch to open up a bit of space for me. Plays the ball to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa to Chambers, left side. Nice looking ball between the lines, looking for Gakpo. Gets broken up. Jones then with a heavy touch gives it away, and Union Saint-Gilloise look to counter. They move it into the left channel. Liverpool get 4 or 5 bodies back. Should have enough to deal with this. Cross comes in. Yes, Ibu. Ibu plucks it out of the air, brings it under control. Endo. Jones, he rides the first challenge. Good. Calm stuff. Nice. Liverpool's, fuck me. Why do I have to deal with these morons? Well, why just leave me alone? I'm 42 years of age. I don't have time for fucking childish nonsense. Will you stop? Liverpool's, Jesus Christ. Where's McAllister? You know, all these questions can be answered with a Google search as well, right? Like, I'm not your Ask Jeeves. If you were a Liverpool fan that actually gave a damn about Liverpool, you'd know the answers to all these questions. Where is it? Where is McAllister? Well, he's fucking injured. Obviously, we know that. He just asked chill. Well, that's bye bye to you, mate. So it's okay for someone to ask, but for me to answer and say, "Look yourself," I have to chill. Go fuck yourself. I'll do what I want, like I always do. Don't like it, head off. No one's keeping you here. Bye bye. I don't have time for your bullshit. Josh, you could fuck off as well. Anyone tell me to calm down, you might as well just ban yourself because it's happening. I don't have time for your nonsense. I'm not here to babysit. We're here to have a bit of fun, enjoy the game, talk to each other like civilized human beings. I'm not your mother. Oh, bit of space now for the Belgian side down the left. We've got two bodies back. Oh, pulls it right across the front to goal. So it was a move down the left-hand side. Union Saint-Gilloise player cuts into the Liverpool penalty area. It's one of those where you can see he's trying to open up and pick at the far corner, but doesn't quite get the curl on it. And thankfully for us, it goes all the way out and over on the far side for a goal kick. Craig just joined. How are we playing? It's a mixed one, Nessie. It's a mixed one, mate. We're looking okay going forward, but we are being carved open a bit at the back. We're leaving a lot of space, and the Belgian team are doing quite well, Union Saint-Gilloise, to exploit that. But so far, yeah, up and down, up and down. But to be honest, I kind of expect that from the amount of changes we have in the team. Doak now, again, Ben, you need to be better than that. Oh, good diag. Cade Gordon now. Go on, Cade. Oh, I see that too far ahead of him. Go on, Cade. Go on. How was that a free out, ref? How was that a free out? He had the bitch on toast. On toast. Look at him. He's past them. And then the little fucker loses and falls. He falls. And the ref buys it. He's even grabbing Gordon as he falls. The fucking state of this. Referee's an asshole. He knocked it by him and he'd gone. And the ref gives a free out because the little bitch fell on the ground. Am I glad to see Sevilla out of Europe? Yeah, definitely. You know, whenever they're lurking around the Europa League, you're thinking, it doesn't matter what team we put out. It doesn't matter how well we play. Somehow, some way, Sevilla will get through. Throw into Liverpool about 10 yards inside the Belgian side's half left-hand side. Wish we could go one game without shite refereeing. It's basically all that happened there, Isaac, was the defender knew he was done and just fell to the ground, hoping, and the ref bought it because he's a dickhead. And how referees in this day and age don't cop these scenarios and what's going on. It's beyond me. It is. It's just silliness. Oh, he's gone to ground. It better give a free. Why did he go to ground, though, referee? Was it because he lost that duel? Well, yes. What do I think of Endo? I'm not sure yet, and that's the honest answer. Marius, I'm not sure. Sometimes I think, yeah, potential here. Other times I think he's not going to cut it. But I think it's unfair for me to make a definitive or decision just yet because it's still his first season. Right. Again, Belgian side on the attack, left-hand side. Cross in. Quevian comes and gathers that one. What do I think of Elliot? I'm a fan of Harvey Elliott. I think he's a very clever footballer. Did you get the £300? Was that the super chat from yesterday? Is that if that's the question, David? Yeah, we did. We got a £300 super chat yesterday, biggest one we've ever had on the channel. And the good news is it wasn't an Apple one either, so we will actually see 70% of that. I don't know if you guys are aware, but when Apple and YouTube, if you make a purchase on an iPhone, let's say of a 10 quid super chat, about 60% of that will go between Apple and YouTube. But yeah, it was amazing. Here we go. Oh, yes, saved by Kelleher. It was a one-on-one. Kelleher comes out and saves it. So, yeah, it was unbelievable yesterday. Honestly, I was shocked. And I've been doing this for 5 years. And you know me, I'm not very often speechless. But, yeah, that was incredible. Just generosity yesterday. And Laser Sharp was the person that sent the super chat. Yeah, just I thought it was a mistake at first, to be honest with you. But, yeah, good save there from Kelleher in a one-on-one situation. Again, nice ball out to the right-hand side here to Elliott. Tries to flick it inside. Belgian defender gets a block in. Plays it back. How's that a handball, you little dickhead? Fucking referee's an arsehole. He backheels it and it bounces up to Elliott's hand, hits it, and they give a free out. Look at the little muscle-bound moron on the far side. Little Spicer heading him. He definitely takes pictures like this and walks around like that. That linesman gobshite. Wouldn't give a penalty for that, so why is it a free kick? Again, handball rules differ depending on what part of the goddamn pitch you're in. My thoughts on Hendo's start? No idea. Hendo's dead to me, so I don't give a fuck what he does, to be honest with you. Come on, boys. Good pressing by Gakpo. All the way back to the keeper. What the fuck is a free out? I'm not even going to refer to that stupidity with an answer, mate. Oh my... Oh, thank God, it's a free kick. Really, what's a free out? Is that just... Please tell me someone's playing with me. Yellow card for Connor Bradley from the referee. Good save there. I'm just watching the replay of that one-on-one, the Kelleher save. Good keeping. This referee is making a lot of hometown decisions, by the way, in this game that are just petty. But I'm not going to get worked up about it too much because, well, we've done our jobs already. Oh, the burner accounts are definitely out today, Lauren, in full force. Kids must have got out of school early today because, yeah, there's a lot of stupidity going on in the chat. But I'm trying my best not to bite on it. Who's the captain today? Virgil van Dijk. Would you say Henderson's a Liverpool legend? Yes, I would. Now, I agree with you. His legacy feels very tainted for me, but the man captained us to win a league title, a European Cup, and up until the point where his morals went for sale, I thought he was an exceptional leader, an exceptional captain. So, yes, I would say Jordan Henderson is a Liverpool legend. Yes, I have my own thoughts on him. Yeah, but for the club, 100%, yes. VVD's not even on. Yeah, he is. He's the captain. I mean, if you don't want to keep up, that's fair enough. But Virgil van Dijk's out there, captain's armband. He's having a great game, showing tremendous leadership, orchestrating things from the back. Yeah, I mean, between himself, Trent, and Mo, I think we'll get control of this game soon enough. Throw in on the far side. Endo. Elliott dinged forward, drops the Gakpo into the box, tries to tee up Curtis Jones. It's hooked away for the Belgian side for another Liverpool throw in on the far side. Can't believe Mbappe's at the game though. Didn't expect to see him in Belgium, especially after PSG's draw last night. But it's good to see him there. Himself and George Smatka sitting together, sharing a coffee. Wonder why he's there though. I don't know. Ball out left side. Offside. Free kick Liverpool. How am I? I'm good, Ethan. Thank you, mate. I hope you're well yourself. Yeah, I'm good. Who are my favourites for the Europa League? I think I would probably go with the first two you've said there yourself, Jay Moose, ourselves or Leverkusen. I know we've got teams dropped down, but AC Milan aren't very good. I would say, yeah. I think you're right. I think us and Leverkusen, I would certainly consider the two favourites. No, mate, Mbappe isn't really there. I was just being sarcastic. I was just playing back the stupidity that I was being given from some people in the chat. Kylian Mbappe very much is not sitting there sharing a coffee with George Schmadtke. No, he isn't. He's in London. Liverpool's office is negotiating the deal for January. Imagine. Oh, imagine. How's Gordon been? He started brightly, Stan. Yeah, he fouled a lot early doors when he got on possession, but he started brightly. He's looked sharp enough, to be fair, Craig Gordon. It's great to see him back on the pitch, though, after so long out. I can't imagine the mental toll those injuries must have taken on the young man. So, we would have had this comeback in his sights, and it's just great to see him out there playing football today. Again, it's just our players being pushed off the ball. I mean, you can see some of our boys, the physicality, the size difference. Look at Doak there. He tries to get stuck in, but he's out muscle there. But anyway, it's still in Liverpool possession. It's with Ibu. Do we need a new DM? I would say yes. Oh, good ball. Keeper paused, then came out and get it. Unlucky, though. Tried to feed the ball over the top into Conor Bradley in the right channel. Just a little bit too much on it, and it went through to the USG keeper. Strange question, Craig, but have you ever gotten into a bar fight? No, I haven't. I don't really frequent too many bars, to be honest with you. Yeah, no. I'm just thinking back to when I was younger and I would have actually went out drinking and stuff. I don't think I've ever gotten in a bar fight, no. Got a fight in a taxi rank and stuff afterwards, but no, never inside a venue. Love your content, Craig. Keeps me going during the night shifts on the wards. Keep up the good work, mate. Well, firstly, man, whatever you're doing, working in a hospital at nights like that, thank you, because I'm sure it's a very worthwhile job that you do, mate, helping other people like that as well. So much love to you on that one. And thank you. Appreciate you being in. Oh, I've definitely had a few VAR fights. Yeah, Brett. 100% had a few VAR fights. That's definitely. I think we've all had them. Not many of us have come out of those VAR fights well, though. Oh, big game tonight, actually, the 8 o'clock game. Brighton Marseille. That'll be an interesting one. Dio or Motorhead? I don't know what Dio is. I know what Motorhead is. It's a rock band, right? Uh, it's not my type of music, mate, at all. It's Ben's type of music, though. Ben, what's a Dio? Yeah, Dio.
Tenacious D mentioned it. It's either an old metal band or devil music. I can't remember. Dio. Yeah, old band. Heavy metal, 1982. Ronnie
There you
James.
go. Never heard of Liverpool can't quite keep that one and play it on the left side again. A little bit too far ahead of Doak. Goes out for a goal kick. Who's better, Soboslai or Endo? I'm not answering that, Eva. I'm sorry, mate. I'm not answering that. That'll go into the silly question pile. Wolf Tones are the Dubliners. So honestly, Wolf Tones in my house growing up. My grandfather was good friends with Luke Kelly. He was obviously a pretty famous Irish musician as well. But yeah, it would have always been Wolf Tones in my house, even though my granddad knew Ronnie Drew as well. Right, here we go. Union Saint-Gilloise in. Oh, Keller, fuck's sake. 1-0. 1-0 to the Belgian side, and this is frustrating because Kelleher got a hand to it and only played it back onto the player who then put it into the net. And that just was not great from Kelleher. Not good enough. It's just not defending it. He should have done better. Once he got his hand on that ball, that should have been the end of that. But again, our players out muscled. This time it was Endo, not good enough from him. Simple ball in behind. Pace does us. And at that case, yeah, I'm sorry. Kelleher's got to do better. Kelleher's got to do better. Endo's got to do better. And that's just pathetic. It's not good enough from Kelleher. Why isn't he pushing the ball away rather than trying to wrap his hand around it? Watch. You push it away. I mean, there's an appeal for offside there, but ultimately, still should have defended it better. Yeah. I can't. State of that pitch, by the way, it really does not look in good shape. And we've got a VAR check on it, but I don't understand how these things take so fucking long. Like, one look we should get at this, we'll probably know, but again, we're all waiting for VAR. Goal given. Goal given. 1-0. Just again, weak goalkeeping, shit defending, and too much space. See, the trouble I have with situations like this is the youngsters and these lads, they get an opportunity and they never really seem to step up and make it count. And between Jones and Endo getting out battled in just inside the USG half, with the acres of space we left in behind, and with Kelleher just being weak when he comes out to get a hand on it, it's very hard to not be frustrated at basic errors like that. And no, I haven't seen a replay of it yet for anybody asking. We've yet to see a replay of it on TV anyway. Endo to Doak. Again, that's a weak pass, Doak. And again, not to one of our players. I'd love to see a replay of it, by the way. I haven't seen anything yet. Again, misplaced passes, not getting to their man. Come on, boys, step it up a little bit. This is your chance to stamp your name in the manager's head to get an idea about getting another opportunity. You want to see the youngsters taking these up game minutes, and they just seem to let them go by them. Still no replay or no VAR lines, by the way. And it's concerning when you don't get the fucking replays, because let's be honest, I don't trust the officials. I don't trust VAR. I want to see this line, and I want to see how that goal was given onside. And we haven't. I thought we're supposed to get all these decisions, by the way. When goals are given, I thought we're supposed to get the lines and we're supposed to see why it was onside. We're a few minutes after it now and still nothing being shown. Again, USG on the attack, ball in, headed away by Kwanzaa this time for another corner. Still no replay of the goal. Think it's a Prem thing? No, you've got to be shown a replay of the decision made. If it goes to VAR, you've got to see what happened with VAR. In other words, they could just do what they wanted. VAR could just completely make shit up. Again, another attack. It's been all the Belgian side, really, in the first half. Jens, thanks for gifting a membership. Welsh Bro said, were you laughing on Tuesday when United lost to Bayern and then have the Liverpool fans bantering United Champions League campaign? I say Real versus Bayern Champions League final. What do you say? I think Real City maybe is more likely. Am I bantering United? Well, yeah, because they were so pathetic in that group. I mean, imagine to finish bottom of a group with Copenhagen, Galatasaray in it. It's not great, is it? But I'd rather banter them if we give them a smacking on Sunday. That's I'd prefer to banter them over that. Right, corner here to Liverpool. Ball in from Conor Bradley, cleared by the Belgian side, and it'll be a Liverpool corner on the far side. Do I like Gary Neville? I go in between. Sometimes I listen to Gary Neville and I think he's deluded. Other times I think he raises fair points. I do think he's got a sense of inflated self-importance for the game that I don't really agree with. But he does make some good points. Right. Corner to Liverpool. Jones to take it. Ball in, deep to the edge of the box. Oh, yes, Jarrell Kwanzaa. 1-1. Young Jarrell Kwanzaa to the rescue. I like that. Well in. Good set piece, that. Still haven't seen the replay of their goal, by the way. But yeah, ball pulled to the edge of the box. Kwanzaa traps it and buries it. I'll take that from my centre-back. That's delicious. That is delicious. I mean, the composure there. Look at this. Traps it, buries it. Nice. Man's got ice in his veins. Love the big smile on his face as well. Done, young man. That is a tasty finish. Fair play to him. That was good. If one of our attackers did that, we'd be happy. So for our centre-back to go up there and do it, well done, Jarrell Kwanzaa. And we're back on terms, 1-1. Five minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half. Well, yeah, that's cheered me up. Nice little strike there from Jarrell Kwanzaa. Good pick out as well from Curtis Jones from the corner. You know, whispering outside the door is no less annoying than shouting, right? Still whispering. Maybe Kwanzaa could teach Darwin how to shoot. Maybe. He's got that composure. I'm genuinely, for a centre-back, lads, to be up there and be that composed, you got to give the man his credit. And do, by the way, hit that subscribe button if you're new, if you're in with us for the first time. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Drop a like on the video as well. Sabrina, have I got a drink? Yeah, we do have a drink. Somebody just asked me in the chat. Yeah, Keane, we do have one. I don't know what I'm going to be getting, but yeah, we'll do it at half-time. Kelleher. So, by the way, we've still not seen any replay with the Lions for their goal. I know I'm banging on about it a lot, but it bugs me when we don't see them. Belgian side cutting in field. I don't know what this is, but I like the colour black. So I'm taking the black one. So yes, I've just been passed. Oh, okay. Ultra citrus flavour cack shot. Cack shot sounds like somebody shitting a tin. There you go. Thank you, Sabrina. But mostly thanks for bringing the bag in and rustling it, because that'll sound great on the microphone. That was her ass, by the way, folks. And so she's old, That crinkly ass.
Oh, you didn't say yes or no?
Sabrina, what's a free out? What's offside? Who's Virgil van Dijk? These are the type of questions I'm getting today. Ibu, ball upfield. Elliot, given away. Ball down the left channel again. Union Saint-Gilloise on the attack before half-time. Oh, fuck off! Kelleher shy. That's shy. That's terrible. Again, we give the ball away. We're counter-attacked and we concede. For the love of God. I mean, look, we're going to go in on Kelleher for not saving it, but we can't forget about the fucking defence in this again. Just give the ball away and then they just run through and Kelleher doesn't save. But yeah, Kelleher's shy. No arguing about that. But the defence, man, again, give it away, one ball through and we're opened up like a cheap hooker. That's just pathetic. Again, I know you're all going in on the keeper, and that's understandable. But the others don't get a fucking pass here. You don't get to give the ball away and then not be back in position. Because a lot has to happen before Kelleher can't save it. But yeah, we can't neglect to call out the defence. It's just shocking all around. Gifted the ball away. We're on the attack, and then within 2 seconds, we're 2-1 down. Kelleher's shit, mate. I'm not defending the keeper. That was terrible. But you can't just blame the keeper. I get it. People want a scapegoat. No problem. And Kelleher was terrible. But how did they get to that position to get the shot away? You can't just ignore that part of it. We gave the ball away and then we emptied out defensively and they had a free run. So to get to them shooting, there has to have been 2-3 mistakes as well. So yes, Kelleher was terrible. Yes, you shouldn't want to be beaten at your near post. Yes, he was weak on the first goal as well. But so were other people on the pitch, and we can't just give them a free pass. I'm starting to wonder if Kelleher needs to go get regular games and experience. Don't want him, but think he needs to. At this point, he's not done himself any favours this season with the games he's had. He hasn't. If anything, I think confidence in Kelleher has now gone way backwards to where it was previously. So for the first time ever, I'm starting to feel like he's not good enough as a backup keeper. And I wouldn't have felt this way 6 months ago. But everyone that's calling him out, you're right to. He hasn't been good enough. But you can't just give free passes to everybody else just because we want to blame one individual. But yeah, look, I am getting worried about Gallagher, Chris. I am. And thank you for your super chat, mate. Excuse me. 2 minutes added on by the ref at the end of the first half. Canade sleeping for both goals. And Jens gifted a sub as well. Thank you, Jens, for that. I forgot, or membership. I forgot to say thank you for that one. Where is Allison? At home, where he should be. Because this is a dead rubber. It's a meaningless game. But my point is, and look, we'll talk about this more at half-time, but nobody's taking their opportunities. And that's the most frustrating part to me in all of this, is that you get the youngsters and they only get a chance a few times a year to get run-outs. And not one of them have taken their opportunities in any of the performances we've really seen so far this season. Ben Doak looks like he's gone backwards. Kelleher, again, gone backwards. Endo should be bossing this game. I mean, this should be a level of opposition he runs through. Canade looks absolutely dog shit over there on the right. We've been exposed so many times. Chambers looks lost on the left, like he's well above his level. Yeah, it's just not good. It doesn't fill you with confidence that the young guys coming through are going to take these opportunities, and that is frustrating. I love Gordy, has so much potential, said BM Minty Boy. Half-time, by the way, in the game. It is half-time. Yeah, he does. And it's great to see Craig Gordon back on the pitch, after such a long time out. But, yeah, this has been two shit defending, shit goalkeeping situations that have seen us go behind, get back level terms, and then go behind again. And it's been all too easy. Belgian side haven't really even had to work that hard for it. It's pathetic. No tracking by Endo either there, by the way. Just not good enough. And that's the sad part. Like, we all hear the phrases like, oh, we want to see the kids. We want them to get an opportunity. We want to see them play in this competition, that competition. And that's all very well and good if they fucking show up. But they haven't. Name me one kid, one, outside of maybe Kwanzaa, actually, who's done anything in this competition so far to deserve continued minutes. And that worries me, because you look at other clubs over the years gone by. Harry Kane made his name in the Europa League. You've seen other players come through at clubs as well when their clubs are in Thursday night football and they've given me gift opportunities. We don't have one. And that's the most worrying part of all of this, is not one of those young players are stepping up to give themselves a future. And that pisses me off, because they should be chomping at the bit to get out there and show the manager that they deserve more minutes, that they deserve more chances, and they're just not doing it. Yeah, we can go from the point of view of lots of changes, no rhythm, all this. I get it. It's difficult to come back in like that when you've not played together and all of this. But ultimately, if you're good enough to play for Liverpool Football Club, you should be a level above USG. You should be able to go out there and show that this is a waste of your time, that you're on a pathway to something bigger and better. And again, I don't think we're seeing that. Right, so let's have a little look at this one. So today, again, you can't see this because my wife continuously, for some reason, buys green drinks. But it's Kakshot after alcohol, vitamin C, niacin, pantothenic acid, vitamin B6, B12, and B2. So let's have a little taste of this ultra citrus flavor. You ready? Let's have a little taste. Not really getting much there. That's very bland, That's a whole can of nothing right there. It feels like very watered down cordial, or with a bit of fizziness in it. It feels like somebody's had a shit go at what were those machines called back in the day? Everyone used to make their own fizzy drinks in. Soda Stream. Yeah. It feels like a really shit Soda Stream with, I don't know, a fucking Alka-Seltzer dropped into it, maybe. Not great. Yeah, no, I'm not putting this on the recommended list, definitely. Ultra citrus flavor, it's shite. Is my answer to this one is it's terrible. Not very nice at all. Bland, just like today's squad, said Guti. I love my soda stream with spring water, said Jens. Yeah, Sabrina had one growing up, and I tried a couple of bits out of it, but that's horrible. Honestly, I wouldn't be recommending that one again. What's the best one you've tried so far? So there was two that were quite nice. The carrot one was all right, that wasn't too bad. But the first one, the Polish shop juice, I can't remember what it was. I think it had peach and a few. That was lovely. That was really, really nice. Came in a glass bottle. And there's another flavor of that in the fridge that I'll try next time. Remind me on Sunday when I'm toasting the 5th goal against United and Adam and Ben are crying and I'm just... Remind me to have a go with that one on Sunday.
I hope Gallagher's in goal for Sunday.
It won't matter. You can put Creevy and Kelleher in goal and put this same 11 out and we'd still beat you on Saturday or Sunday, Ben. It wouldn't matter.
The amount of clips we've got out of this, you saying you're going to beat us, and then we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but what happens when we do beat you?
Then me and Adam go to a pub. We drown our sorrows, and we never appear ever again.
If you go to the pub, though, I'm going to send a round of drinks over with a little score line attached, handed it over by the bar person.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Endo, the kid, so disappointing, said gee whiz. Yeah, look, apart from Jarrell Kwanzaa's bit of class in the opposition penalty area for our goal, beautiful trap, beautiful goal. Other than that, there's not been too much to be optimistic about. I mean, Cade Gordon looks direct when he gets on the ball. Looks like he can cause problems. Bradley, well, look, I can't hide it. We've been exposed down that right side and left side. And I'm not necessarily just blaming Bradley and Chambers. Centre-backs have to take accountability as well. But it's not going to endear them to us, any of the younger players. It's not going to make us want to make a case to Jurgen to see more of these guys, is it? Let's be honest about this. BM Minty Boy said it's crazy we signed Alexis 6 months ago. Chambers seems like he's missing a bit defensively aware. He seems to jump in. He seems to commit too early for me. It happened at home when he jumped in. We were exposed in the counter. It's happened a couple of times today. But I can't say he's been helped out too much by Canade on the other side either, Bradley, because Canade's gone missing on occasion. Endo, if you look at their second goal, Endo didn't track back quick enough. And again, like I've said many times on the channel, we conceded a goal having been in possession and then lost it in transition, and we get countered and they score. And how many times does that happen? It's not an accident teams do it, and it's not an accident that it keeps fucking happening. We need a better DM. Endo's not quick or strong enough, said Felix Wong. Fares can ask, are the young guys too nervous? It's a difficult one to answer without knowing the characters, without knowing what the lads are like. But I could also counter it by saying if they're too nervous for this type of occasion, what are they going to be like if we're playing a big Premier League game at, let's say, Selhurst Park and the crowd are up for that game, or, we're away against Aston Villa, Villa Park. So if you're not able to handle this occasion, and if it is the occasion that maybe is getting the better, then that's a worrying sign itself. And by the way, we never got to see a replay of the Lions for their first goal at all. No coverage of it on the TV, no VAR lines, nothing. So I've still got no idea. Oh, we don't know about the first goal, Imran. There's not been a replay of it. I mean, I'm watching the second goal back here now, and it's frustrating just even looking at it. So if he was offside, how was it given? Gent, I know it sounds like such a stupid question, but if VAR looked at their first goal, and if he was offside, why was it given? And I don't know, because as I said, I haven't seen it back. Doak, not left wing, should be right wing. I agree with that, Andrew. I do. I agree with that. But maybe this is an indication that Jurgen Klopp thinks more highly of Craig Gordon and that he wants to put Craig Gordon into his preferred position, which is on that wide right area. And based off what we've seen, genuinely think that's probably right. I think Craig Gordon's far closer to being at a level that he could do a job than Doak from what we've seen. I've seen Doak play in 3 or 4 Europa League games now, and he's not done anything in any of them that really reinforce the hype that we all felt when we seen him come on first. Just seeing it again on Twitter so clearly off that. How was it given? And how's Jurgen not spitting feathers over it? Like, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Daz, thank you, mate, for your super chat. Said Kwanzaa is going to be some player for us in the future. Do you think Darwin will get a few minutes? Love the content and glad to see you're doing well. Thank you, Daz. Appreciate you, mate. I don't want any of the boys that might play on Sunday to get minutes, and I don't know if that's wrong for me, Daz, or look, ultimately the result of this game doesn't really impact our season, but I'm just a little bit frustrated because I want so much for those young lads to take these opportunities and to go out and make a name for themselves. And nobody is doing it. And that was supposed to be, for me as a fan anyway, one of the potential upsides of the group stages of the Europa League was that we get to give the opportunities to younger players, and hopefully we see somebody else make that leap to the first team and become a real option for Jurgen. But we're not seeing it. And we haven't seen it at all through the group stages, in my opinion. Craig, the first goal is clearly offside looking at the pics. I know this is such a stupid question, but how the hell was it given? If it's offside, how was it given? And how was Klopp not confronting the officials over it? And again, I still haven't seen the image, so I can't help out on this one, unfortunately. Just sell Endo and Gakpo already? I mean, I think it's a bit too early to be saying Gakpo. And I think I will very strongly push back on that one. Cody Gakpo very much has a role in our squad. Endo was... I don't like to judge a player inside his first 6 months. I don't like to do it, but if I'm being honest, if I was scoring this as a boxing fight, I think I'd have given Endo 1 round and he'd have lost 5 rounds from the games I've seen him watch. So yeah, he's not winning me over anyway. Sell Darwin and Endo. I'm not in the camp of taking the piss out of Darwin. I'm not. I'm very much in the. I'm staying behind and believing in Darwin. Maybe I'm deluded, don't know, but I see something in that kid that I think can be special. Is Jota far off with his fitness? No, he's not, mate. He should be not too far away. He's running, he's training. Don't know if he might make the matchday squad for Sunday. Might come a little bit too soon, but I think there could be a show for the West Ham game. Why don't we bring back Tyler Martin from loan? Again, I mean, he's seemingly doing decent on loan at Hull, but it's that kind of difficult question of, well, do you take him out of a situation where he's getting the games we want, he's progressing, and he's learning? And do we bring him back to Liverpool on the off chance, or maybe give him a few? Like, developmentally, it's probably best to leave him where he is. G Wiz said, leave Darwin alone. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Craig, that is the clearest offside error, or ever, excuse me. Again, Ryan, I still haven't seen a replay of it, dude. And when you don't see the replays of it, that just increases your negativity towards the technology. What subs would you like to see? I have to look at the bench, see what's options. Honestly, what subs would I like to see? McConnell maybe get a run out. I don't really want any of Gomez, Diaz, Szoboszlai, Nunes, or Costas, or Gravenberch on the pitch. I don't want any of them, so I want them all rested. So you've got Scanlon, McConnell, Kumas. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any substitutes that will wrestle this back for us unless we go to the first team squad. And again, I'd rather lose this game than play them. It's clear corruption, Craig, not incompetence. Well, I have long believed, Bailey, that football has a real fear of transparency. And when people don't want to be transparent about something, and whether this is court proceedings or whether this is VAR incidents, if you don't want full transparency, if you don't want us to hear the audio, what the refs are saying, what the players are saying, then for us, we can only assume you've got something to hide. That's how I look at this situation. So if you've nothing to hide, then open up the doors, show the world full transparency. So yeah, when they don't, it just does increase the likelihood of people feeling like there's something conspicuous going on. Right, second half about to get underway. And look, as I said, unfortunately for me, with this Europa League campaign, Kelleher, in opinions of us fans, has gone backwards. Doak has gone backwards. Endo's not won us over. It's tough to find a positive from these group stage games. Don't really have much more to add to that. If Darwin learns to finish, he'll be world class. He's always in a position to score nose for the goal, said Aaron Garza. Thank you for your super chat, my friend. Look, I'm fully behind Darwin, mate. I might be deluded. I think he's special. Right, so here comes Ryan Gravenberch on. Interesting. Let's see. So he's replaced Endo. Now, there's no part of me believes that Klopp's made that change because he wants to rest Endo for Sunday. I'm going to say he wants to look at Gravenberch in the 6. At least I hope that's the case. So we're underway, second half. I will sink in a moment. So we've got a couple of changes, I think. Gomez is on. He's got the armband now. And also, we've got Gravenberch on. I'm trying to look at who's where. Is Gravenberch on the left side? Is Jones gone into the 6? Looks like Jones may have dropped into the 6. Again, just watching. I'm trying to watch the game settle a little bit just to see where the boys end up. Gravenberch looks far too far advanced. So I think Gravenberch's on the left side of midfield, and I think Curtis Jones has dropped back into the 6. So Gomez is at right back. No, Gomez has come in at centre back, hasn't he? Yeah, Gomez come in for Canade, so he's right side centre back. Bradley's still right back, and Jones is in the 6. So surely that tells us Endo ain't starting on Sunday, because it's not like he played well and Klopp wants to rest him. He was terrible. Gomez now plays the ball forward, but gives it straight back to the opposition. Wins it back, then the ball goes out off. Hey, ref, how is that a fucking Belgian side throw-in, you mongo? Fucking hell. Belgian player kicks that out of the play and he gives a throw-in to them. Yeah, I think he's testing Jones in the 6 as well. That's my reading of this situation. The same as yourself there, WX Muller. Free kick. Well done, Craig Gordon. Nice direct running again from the youngster, which forces the opposition to bring him down. That's a few occasions now Craig Gordon's done very well, broken the line and got into a bit of space only to be brought down. And no yellow again from this dickhead of a referee. He's an absolute gobshite, this lad. How's that not a yellow? In what world is that not a yellow? It's it's a model of stopping a counter attack with a tactical foul. Gobshite referee. I swear too much. Tough shit. Don't watch. I don't give a fuck what you think about my swearing. Go watch Teletubbies or play with the other children. I don't know. Just don't stick crayons in your nose, whatever you do. But yeah, I'm going to continue swearing and you can continue being somebody I don't give a fuck about. Turn up the swearing, Ben. I would, Ben, but I'm afraid that there'd be a few people with their handkerchiefs out crying if I did. I don't care about demonetization, Ben. At this point, to be honest with you. YouTube should be paying me to have to put up with this shit. Imagine telling an Irishman not to swear. Hey, I came out of the womb screaming cunt. I came out of one. And I mean that in every sense. Elliott in possession now. Head up. Any options ahead of him? Ball into the right channel. Just gotta keep. I'm gonna have great fun banning all these comments. Hide user. Hide user. It's fun to me. A story at bedtime with Craig. Hickory dickory dock. I'm saying nothing. I've just seen the first goal for the Union Saint-Gilloise players clearly offside, said Adrian. I know I keep saying this, dude, but I still haven't seen it. Gordon's better than Doak. Do you know, I agree with that, Nino. I do. I mean, for this being Kate Gordon's first game back as a senior, like in the senior team for what, I think 17, 18 months. I've been very pleasantly surprised at how impactful he's been. Now, he hasn't got a chance to develop attacks because he's been fouled 4 times, haven't broken the lines. But yeah, at least he's trying to make something happen. So yeah, good for Gordon in that sense. And for his first game back, not too shabby at all. Aussie Leon, thank you for your super chat, mate. Appreciate you. You'll have to trust us, Craig. It was offside. Oh, Andrew, there's so many people saying it that I've no doubt you're all right that it was offside. I very much believe you guys when you say it was offside. Adrian's not on the squad. If you actually paid attention to the football club you profess to support, you'd know that Adrian's not on the Champions or the Europa League squad, but hey ho. Shamrock Vibe said, you think full transparency would also help the refs? Don't understand why they're against it, especially players abused and crowd a ref. Wearing a mic, it's a win for everyone. I could not agree any more with what you've said there, mate. Oh, another chance for the Belgian side. Yeah, we've cleared it. I couldn't agree with what you said. And as you said, it would stamp down on the swearing at referees because we'd hear it. And it would be a lot easier for the Premier League to ban players or fine them. I agree with you 100% on that comment, Shamrock Vibes. I think I couldn't have said it any better, mate. Well said. Throw in. I do like the yellow of this jersey that they wear, though. I have to say, I do. It's a nice kit. Cry, it was goal. No, I've got to bring this comment back up because, again, Jake, I don't know if you're 6, 7, 8, 12, 15, or just tick. But either way, your sentence, and I'm reading this as it's written, cry, it was goal. That's your sentence, mate. That's you. That's on you. That's your dumb ass. Cry, it was goal. So, cry, sentence was shit. And learn to spell. And go back to school. And spend less time trolling on YouTube and more time listening to the educators that are trying their best to drag that inner genius out of you, that you're so hard and working so well to fool the world into thinking that you're just an omadon, which is the Irish word for idiot, by the way. I'm here to educate as well. Again, why are you always take fucks? Why? Just give me a high class troll for once. Do you know? Give me the fucking, I don't know, somebody very wordy. Give me somebody who can destroy me with a beautifully worded comment that flows freely. No, cry, it was goal. That's what I have to deal with. It hurts my fucking soul. I've got kids. And I have to think that they're going to grow up to be like this moron. Am I going to have to look at my son and he goes, cry, daddy, it was goal. I mean, I don't want to have to slap the shit out of my son for that. But do you know what I mean? Fuck me. It's not right, lad. Go to school. YouTube's not for you. Education. Again, another strike from the Belgian side. And again, it goes wide as a goal kick. Do you know what? If my son wrote that sentence, I'd slap myself. Because I deserve it. I deserve it. I failed him as a parent. If my son's on Twitter or YouTube trolling with 4-word sentences, I'd slap myself, mate. Do you know what I mean? I deserve it as well. Looking forward to having kids, Ben. Don't put me on TikTok. They'll do us for bullying again. For your next drink, you can't be Cayman cider. Yeah, we all Cayman cider, mate. I Cayman cider a lot. It's one of my favorite. Yeah, it comes in a very good form. It's a little bit too salty for my liking, but you got to keep an eye on those sodium levels, you know. What was it? Jamie Oliver. Didn't Jamie Oliver have a pub called the Cock in, and I'm spelling this out, cider, C-I-D-E-R. I believe Jamie Oliver has a pub called the Cock in Cider, C-I-D-E-R. And cock obviously being the bird. And that's not for me to drink, mate. That's more of a ladies' drink. Oh, this is ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Hi, kids. Chambers is out of his depth. Get Scanlon on. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a few more of the lads, like Scanlon's on there, McConnell's on there. Oh, very deep corner and poorly controlled. It gives us a goal kick. I'm not watching, Craig. How's it going? It's not been great, my friend. It's not been great. Apart, the only upside, I guess, has been a good goal from Jarrell Kwanzaa. But yeah, other than that, there's been a few bright moments from Cade Gordon, but yeah, it's not been a viewing pleasure. Doak now. Of course, he's offside. That's just pants. Fuck's sake. Maybe if you got the fucking fringe out of your eyes, fella. Do you know what I mean? Maybe get the fringe out of your eyes and you'll see. And he wasn't even offside, you donkey. Ref linesman putting the flag up. The kid wasn't even offside. This referee's a dope. Cry it offside. I like that. That's humour right there, sir. Well played. Well in footy time. That's it. That's it. That's how you troll. Well done. Finally, a troll I can be proud of. But I know you're not a troll, mate. I know you're just having a laugh. We are Liverpool. Have patience. You see, I'm not one of these happy clapper, everything's great all the time fans. I have patience, but I also want to see progression. And these are the moments that these youngsters are waiting for. These are their opportunities. It's not my career on the line. It's them. And that's why I feel frustrated. Because I want these youngsters to go out there and show that they want to be in the first team squad and show that they're good enough to be at Liverpool Football Club and show that they're special. And they aren't doing it. And that's why I get frustrated. It's not because we're losing. The game in itself is a meaningless one, but we're not. I hope that we've seen breakthrough stars in this Europa League campaign for us. And so far, unfortunately, we've not had anyone outside of maybe Kwanzaa step up. One in the last Glints game now. Thank you for the update on that one, folks. Last Glints 1, Toulouse 1. Another corner here to the Belgian side as we approach the hour mark. Headed away by Liverpool. Drops in it. Now we've got a chance to break. Oh, you forgot the ball, Gakpo! Now, another chance at it. Release it! Fucking idiot. Idiot! Just 3, 4, 5 chances to release that ball left or right. Runners on both sides. And he just stumbles his way into another challenge. Just the height of stupidity. I want to let you know, but my 8-year-old daughter's watching this awful at 7 p.m. Glenn, is this fucking BBC, pal? Is there anywhere outside that says, hey, Glenn, it's Craig's responsibility to police the internet for your child? Or, and I'm just putting this out there, Glenn, is it your fucking responsibility to police what your child watches on the internet? So, fuck off annoying me. I don't care. It's on you to look at what your kid looks at, not me. Does it say anywhere that this is for kids? Does it? And now it's 3-1, Glenn. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Glenn. Cheers. Son's crying. 3-1. It's on you, Glenn. That's on you. Another easy goal. Fuck's sake. Again, simple. Just open up the defence. Bang, bang, bosh. 3-1 down. Fuck off. Will you cry like Bruno if you lose to United? I'll never be that bad, Jens. No. can't say this clear enough. It's not my job to police what your kids watch, mate. It's on you, you lazy ass parent, to look after your own kids and what they watch. I'll swear away as much as I want. You take care of your kids and put your own settings on it. If you're sitting there and not have headphones in and I'm swearing, guess whose fault that is, dude? It ain't on me. I don't care about your kid and what your standards are for your kid. That's not on me. My kid listens to swearing all the time. He loves it. He's a big fan of it. But you know what? He's really good at it. But you know what else he is, Glenn? He's a nice young man because he knows when to swear, how to swear, and how not to do it in a hateful way. So if you're afraid that your kid's going to hear some swearing, Glenn, and it's going to change that kid's lifestyle, I'm here to tell you, buddy, it ain't going to matter one jot. It's more the character of the people they listen to that you should be concerned about. So again, Glenn, don't worry. I'm here to educate and I'm here to help. And why aren't you watching it on TV, Glenn? Are you too cheap, Glenn? Is that what's wrong? Is Glenn cheap? Oh, potential handball here in the build-up. So this will be a no-goal. Glenn's gotten off the hook there. No goal, ruled out, handball correctly. So, back to 2-1. What was that you put into the Discord, Ben? Oh, not Discord, into WhatsApp. My God. That's how you get in the Hall of Fame, you know? Oh, good save, Kelleher. You don't get inducted into the Hall of Fame, mate, without that type of technology. Oh, here we go. Darwin on the attack. Go on, Darwin. Corner to Liverpool. Honestly, on the swearing thing, it always baffles me that parents are so afraid of their kids hearing swearing. Honestly, there's so much stuff on the internet you need to be worried about more than someone swearing. My God. It's the values that are being put into your child that's important. It baffles me. I'm such a defender of swearing, by the way, mainly because I love it. And I couldn't express myself correctly without swearing. No corner offside. Boo. 25 minutes to go on this one. And by the way, do hit the subscribe. If you're a fan of swearing, drop a like on the video. If you love a good swear, hit that like button. Now, let's not bully, Ben. Do you not have timers to be working on, Ben? my daughter. This is a true story, by the way. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is Glenn. You love this one. Earmuffs, children, earmuffs. So the other night I was apparently asleep, and my daughter said to my wife, "Is Daddy awake?" And it's, no, he's asleep. She said, "Well, he's up there telling somebody to fuck off." I was cursing in my sleep. I was arguing with somebody in my goddamn sleep. And my daughter was convinced I was awake and on the phone. But yeah, it was me cursing in my sleep. Oh, I can't even get away from it when I'm not even conscious. I'm still swearing. Can we drop this constantly offended by everything bullshit, by the way? Like, come on, we need to be tougher than this. Still 45, that's odd. Well, one, I'm not 45, mate. You might be thinking of Goldbridge there, but I'm a sprightly young 42, don't you know? So, there is that. Martin said, glad I'm from a country where swearing on live TV is allowed. Send passport. Send Craig a passport, please, mate. What's that? Swearing on live TV is allowed. That sounds like Craig Downey to me. 42, you look 19. I know, I don't look 42, but I am. Or sorry, 39.3. Do I like Mark Goldbridge? Wouldn't be a fan now, but we'll leave it at that. 19 on one leg, yeah. Probably fair. Has Endo been taken off? Yeah, he was taken off at half time. Endo came off and Canada came off, and Gomez and Gravenberch came on. 5-0 Leverkusen now. Wow. Big performance from Xabi's boys there. 5-0. Craig versus Goldbridge MMA. Oh, please do sign me up for that. Oh, I'll do it for free. For free. I wanted 50k to punch the ginger kid around, but I'll slap Goldbridge in a cage for free. That's my promise to you. Right. Again. Free header. We just can't defend today. Another ball in, and it was a good delivery to be fair, but no one challenging him. He's free around the centre circle, around the penalty spot, excuse me. Free header, and he picks out the wrong side of the post. Other than that, it would have been 3-1 down, and again, there's just no defending. So, genuine question: do you guys feel disappointed that none of these youngsters have taken their opportunity in the Europa League this season? Because it feels a little bit disappointing to me. I've got to be honest. Have I watched Love Hate? Oh God, yes. Love Hate. We've got the bone to pick with you, Niji. So there's only one person I've seen so far say no. King Kenny said that's a no contest. Yeah, I think you're talking about the cage match there. Kwanzaa has improved. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one, mate. Kwanzaa's probably the one that we mentioned as having done decent, yeah. But if you're talking about Bradley, Chambers, Doak, Kelleher, I feel like there's been no reminder that they're on the fringes ready to go for me of those players. But yeah, Kwanzaa, fair enough. Gerald Kwanzaa's he's been decent enough. But again, we can't give him a pass because he's one of the centre backs that wasn't picking up a man there with a free header as well. We can't forget these things. Favorite childhood program? A-Team. A-Team or Knight Rider when I was a kid. Good save again by Kelleher, but they're just carving us open at will now. It's just another opportunity there and another decent save. But you know what? I just realised something. I was abused as a child. I watched the A-Team and Knight Rider and they were killing people and blowing them up. So by Glenn's reckoning, I should be a mass murderer now. Glenn, my pet, what did they do to me, Glenn? How are they letting me watch the A-Team killing people and blowing things up? And I turned out okay. Oh my God. I'm a miracle. Airwolf was good as well. Airwolf was good. The A team never killed anyone. Oh. Who's my all-time favourite Liverpool player? For me, it's Fowler, Robbie Fowler. You're looking like Rudolph. Yeah, well, I've got to turn the red nose on to, highlight my genius to the rest of the world. So, who is Glenn? You don't want to know, mate. And by the way, Glenn, if you're still watching, it's all just jokes, mate. Do you know what I mean? Don't take me seriously. I have nothing against you or your family, mate. Mine was Fernando Torres. What do I think of him? Ashamed the way he left, but got El Nino when he broke through. That first game against Chelsea was a Ben Aim that he did and then buried it. Yeah, what a great introduction to the Liverpool fans. This has been a tough watch, hasn't it, so far? And we've still got 15 minutes to go. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your toe. Right, bit of a break and play, and I think Craig Gordon's coming off. Well done, young man. Good to see you back playing football, young Craig Gordon. Hopefully we get to see more of him, and hopefully he continues his path back to playing football. I can't imagine what a tough time out that would have been from McConnell on now to replace him. But yeah, just great to see Craig Gordon back playing. I mean, really tough, year and a half for him away from the game. Do I watch UFC? I mean, I would say I watch it, but I'm a casual watcher. Like I wouldn't keep up to date on the latest UFC stuff like I would boxing. But I'll certainly be watching the card on Saturday night, 100%. Paddy Pimblett back fighting as well. Leon Edwards, isn't it? Top on the card. So yeah, I'll certainly be tuning in for that. Do I like Christmas? No, not at all. I hate it. But not because I'm a bad humbug, just for family reasons, personal reasons. It's a sad time of the year for me, in all honesty. So yeah, not a big fan of Christmas. Come on, boys. Just to get a scaldy 2-2 draw that we don't deserve here. Who's my favourite all-time Liverpool manager? Oh, it's got to be Klopp, Karen. It's got to be Klopp. We'll probably go Klopp, Kenny, Rafa. Do I think Alonso will be the next Liverpool manager? I don't know. I wonder if Bayern or Real will get to him before Klopp finishes his time at Liverpool. That's what I'd be concerned about. I have no concerns about him coming in to do the job, but my hope would be that Jurgen signs an extension. Can Liverpool still qualify for the Club World Cup 2025? Oh, don't know the answer to that, Stanislas. Don't know the answer. I don't know what the new Champions League format or what way that's. I honestly haven't got a clue. 2025. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. Sorry. Adzer, I'm all right, mate. Said, what do you think will be the score on Sunday? I think with United's injuries, we could beat them 5-0. Yeah, it's tough not to get carried away, isn't it? And be really, buoyant about the scoreline. I think I'm somewhere between 3 and 4-0 being a realistic expectation, but definitely feeling like could haunt us, but I'm extremely confident we get the job done. Trent in the 6 Sunday, absolutely possible, Samuel. You can put Trent in the 6 and Joe Gomez at right back. I think there's an argument for that. You could put Jones or Gravenberch in the 6 maybe as well. I don't think Endo's done himself any favors tonight to get that position on Sunday. But you never know with Jurgen. You don't know what to expect. So I guess we'll find out Sunday, won't we? How long do I reckon Klopp stays with us? That will be entirely down to Jurgen and his family. From what I've always been told from journalists and stuff, from the club side, if Jurgen wanted an extension, it would be there tomorrow. But they want to be respectful of himself and his family's thought processes. So just to give you a look, Jurgen was the one. Ooh, unlucky. Well done, Gravenberch. Strike from the edge of the box, palmed away by their keeper. So, yeah, Klopp said last time, spoke with his good lady wife. They both wanted to stay. Contract extension was in front of him and signed very quickly. So if Jurgen gives any indication he wants to stay, I would imagine the club will throw a contract down immediately, but also they want to be respectful of his wishes. Shamrock Vibe said, I'm disappointed too. This should have been a huge opportunity for the kids to showcase their talents. That's exactly where I'm at. If you go back and even watch our streams from the summer, I would have said to you that the only upside for me for the Europa League is that we get to see some of these youngsters maybe establish themselves. And I don't feel as of yet anyone's done that. Man United HOJ said, what do you think United's best player is currently, and would you take anybody from us? So I've kind of always rated Luke Shaw, to be honest with you, but would I take anybody? I'd probably take Garnacho, if I'm being honest. I think there's promising talent there. And who's your best player at the minute? God, who'd be United's best player at the minute? Jesus, I don't know the answer to that question. Who's your best player at the minute? Fuck, I don't know. It's hard to pick one because Maguire got player of the month. Do you say Maguire with a stray face? I don't know. I can't even think of a decent player that United have done well with recently. Oh, good ball into the right channel. Go on, Elliot. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, inches. Tried to feed Darwin. Just a little bit too far ahead of him. Like Cody Mainoo does look like a good young player. He looks promising. I think if I was a United fan, I'd feel a bit optimistic on him. The goalkeeper, not a chance. Would I want Onana near us, mate? Not a chance. McTominay, I said this to Ben earlier on, actually. McTominay stepped up on a few occasions. At least with McTominay, for whatever about his deficiencies, at least he's going to put the effort in. So again, Union Saint-Gilloise on the attack here. 2-1 Toulouse in that game. So that'll pretty much guarantee USG their spot in the Conference League now. Them beating us and Toulouse 2-1 up, that'll guarantee them third spot. I think Adrian should have started. Yeah, we would have been in trouble there, considering he's not on the UEFA Europa League squad. Probably would have been kicked out of the competition if he started. So I think you can safely say we did the right thing not playing him. Right, so according to the Mirror and Mark, who sent me this in the chat, thank you, Mark, Liverpool will not be able to qualify for the new Club World Cup in 2025. Each Champions League winner from 21 to 24 will feature. So, yeah. So that will be a no for Liverpool. What's my favourite pint? I don't drink pints, Toby. I drink bottles if I went to the pub. Weirdly, I know this is going to sound stupid, but I look at a pint glass and I look at all the liquid in it, and I just think, if I have 6 or 7 of them, how much liquid has that gone through my body? So I like to look at alcohol and go, what's the least amount of that stuff I can put into my body to make me enjoy the experience of drinking the alcohol? So I'd usually go bottles or vodka and pineapple juice, vodka and cranberry, stuff like that. Would I rather have Prime Alonso or Prime Gerrard in this Liverpool team? Gerrard, every day of the week. Not because I don't rate Alonso, just because any opportunity to see Gerrard play in any Liverpool team would definitely be the answer, would be Gerrard. Vodka and milk? Nah, come on. Vodka and milk? Do you know what? I got my daughter a bottle of vodka in the duty free actually on the way back from London on Sunday. A bottle of AU vodka, and it was, what flavor was it? Blueberry flavor or something like that. Looks like a really cool bottle. Does anybody else try that AU vodka? It's expensive, like fucking £30 for the bottle of it, but White Russian. Isn't there more in that though than just vodka and milk? Isn't there something else in that? Or am I mistaken? Is it Tia Maria in that as well or something? It's banging. Yeah, my daughter thinks it's really nice. Might have to give it a taste. AU Black Grape. Didn't see that one, Devin. That wasn't in the duty free. They only had the blueberry one, and I think it was like a pink lemonade or something was the other flavor they had. Did you hear Shaw and Harry are injured? Yeah, I think up to 13 players poke cards out for United. There's an injury here, by the way, to one of the USG players, as when the clock ticks to 85 minutes. Kahlua. Kahlua. Yes. Good shout. That's a coffee liqueur, right? Kahlua. Or am I wrong on that one? How was my day with TG on the kickoff? It was lovely. Thank you, Rory. Yeah. Really nice experience again. Always treated really well over there. Brian, his missus and the team, they're really nice people. So it was it was a very pleasant experience. Thank you. Corner to USG on the near side. What do I think to this weekend's game coming up? Devin, I'm excited. Really, really, really. First time we're ever having an opposition fan on for a joint watch-along at Anfield Agenda. So it'll be interesting. Myself and Adam from Forever United or FUTV gonna have it's gonna be interesting. And that was cleared. That corner whipped in, cleared by Liverpool. Oh, well done. Well done, young man. Union Saint-Gilloise player tries to let it go out. He's been fouled, ref, you donkey. Look at him. How is that not a free kick, you twat? Look, the young man's still in a heap on the ground, you shithouse cunt. McConnell does well, pinches the ball, and then he gets fouled. And that gobshite of a referee lets it away. Again. At no protection to the player. Asshole. Asshole of a referee. This ref's been a shocking ref, by the way. Every decision's gone to, I don't care about the result, but every decision has gone their way, and he's just stood there looking at our players being fouled, kicked, injured. No yellows for the fouls on Gordon. Fouled 4 times on the counter. Thankfully, the young man's back up on his feet, but no help from the referee there for him. Idiot of a referee. Oh, good save by Kelleher. Again, though, the clearance isn't finished. And it's put behind by Scanlon, and that'll be another corner. Andrew Wright said, I'm worried about how many poor performances this season in the Europa League and the league. So taking this game aside, yeah, we've not exactly been setting the world on fire. Yeah, we've been getting results, which is great. But I'd like us to, as you've said, mate, start to put in better performances as well. Corner whipped in on top of Kelleher, who gets two hands on it and palms it away. 90 seconds plus stoppage time to go. Am I good at math? I'm pretty decent, Bobby. I don't get this sentence though. What's Riz? I don't know what Riz is. Sorry, you've lost me on that one. I'm old, remember? Favorite Liverpool chant, Holly, is the Fields of Anfield Road because it's obviously got a very Irish connection. And also the Virgil van Dijk song because, again, that, reminds me of Shane McGowan and Dirty Old Town, which is actually about Salford, but... Oh, Riz is charisma. I should know that. I seen that the other day on the telly. Wasn't Riz the word of the year for the Oxford Dictionary or something? I might be mistaken on that, but I'm sure that word was added in as the word of the year this year or something. It's like the ability to attract women. Oh, well, then he's nailed it. I'm just a magnet for no, I'm not going to say what's in my head. Not going to say it. I've got to think of Glenn's child. Got to not say anything rude again. And this would have been rude. So, no earmuffs needed. I'm holding it in. Five minutes added on by the referee. 5 minutes. Steve, you win. Steve wins today. Steve WXM. He just called him Glenn Hag. That's my comment of the day right there, Steve. You win, mate. Well played. Glenn Hag. Oh, poor Glenn. Glenn, don't take any of this seriously, dude. It's all meant in jest and love, but also don't tell me not to swear, my man. I wish you and your family nothing but happiness, in all honesty, dude. And I hope you have a lovely Christmas. Certainly do. And no jokes there. But yeah, that's my comment of the day. Well in. Oh, there's a yellow as well for Scanlon. So our players can come on and one foul, yellow immediately. Their players just, I don't know, assaulting our boys, counter-attacking referees like, play on. I see nothing. Is there anybody from Union Saint-Gilloise that you'd be interested in bringing to Liverpool? Haven't paid much attention to them, in all honesty, mate. I can't lie. I wouldn't mind having the kit as an away kit. I quite like that yellow kit. It's nice. Three minutes left of stoppage time till we're put out of our misery. Fully expecting the ref to be like a bit of Scooby-Doo character here. We pull the mask off and see that he's a Union Saint-Gilloise player. He's been that much of a hometown decision maker. Robbie said, if we lose to United, he's blaming the Glazers. I mean, it's the right thing to do, Robbie. It is the right thing to do. Chuckle Vision. It's been like watching the Chuckle Brothers today out there. It's not been great at all. Did you see the Crew in the MLS Cup of the weekend? I didn't, Samuel. I know that they were playing LAFC, but I never actually checked in on the result, to be honest with you, mate. So Columbus Crew won. Fair play. Elliott now switches the ball out towards the left, but again, nothing comes of that, and it's cleared by the Belgian side. Kelleher to Elliott. Into the right channel. Again, ball up to Gakpo. Oh, Jesus. He does a Cruyff turn and then forgets to actually collect the ball. And it's cleared again by the Belgian side. Don't forget for the for the Carabao Cup quarterfinal next week, I'm going to be joined by Leo from Leo's Goals. We're going to do a joint watch along together for that one. So that'll be coming up on the 20th. So do join us for that. Can't wait to do another show with Leo. Cross in. Oh. Corner to Liverpool right at the end of this one. Right, last chance. Oh, Kelleher's up like it matters here, but Kelleher's up from the back. Elliott to take the corner. I mean, keeper's up and everything. We've gone full way here. Cross in. Still up in the air. I mean, we're all jumping into each other. Strikes blocked, ricocheted. Comes back out to Elliott. He fires one at the keeper. He palms it away. On the Belgian side, look to counter-attack. Liverpool snuffed that one out. Referee, blow it up there. Referee puts the whistle to his lips. The Belgian side celebrate. They win by 2-1, booking their place in the Europa League. And unfortunately, Liverpool's youngsters, they've not done themselves much good, in all honesty. It finishes in Belgium, Union Saint-Gilloise 2, Liverpool 1. The good news is no injury concerns, so there is that. But it is all over in Belgium, and they finished third in the group. It'll be topped by topped by Liverpool, I believe. Toulouse in second. And Union Saint-Gilloise will go into the Europa Conference League. So we'll be back in 2 minutes with a match reaction. The link is the top of the live chat there now, so don't go anywhere. And player ratings coming up a little bit later on as well. So we will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you head off. And remember, don't swear. It's important.